Now we voice, now we power. True video go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True media radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey friend and true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For salon, we go stand tall. Radio, true media.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night. Because we believe in hard work and faith. The Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them won't set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began on any neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth began, we know they play.
Now for salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth began radio.
3.9.
Truth began radio.
3.9. You radio to media. You radio to media. You radio to media. You radio to media. Radio to media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio to media.
On FM 103.9.
Hey yo, to media.
Truth began radio.
To media.
Truth began radio.
Radio to media. Radio to.
This is Truth Radio, 103.9 FM. We empower the nation.
Mina Yusuf Jalo, the Cow Footprints, and you they listen to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. Na to the last.
Nyabone sewo matonya yepe gwogwo era o. Tonya yepe gwogwo era ngatu ayabo mweza wato minani FM o. Tonya yepe gwogwo era ngatu ayabo mweza wato minani FM. Tamia ngatu atonya yepe gwogwo era o. anya buda tonya yemi aloma tonya yele mi amome nyabo le jagbe yale le jati yale do mi do nyabo mo lo tonya ye pe gwo bo era o mi ata mi si bena na mo ra mo mi do eva nyabo ra je pe buru ra mi wa bi do tonya ye pe gwo bo era Ami agato le papa go tita lo ba papa ne be da pe ne gbe nugo mo o aye gbo gbe ta wa to mi na ni FM ne ma ya mi abede be de mo kini mo ya de kini mo ni da ke me e bi lo to me gbo ta mi agato ngai
Leone is a beautiful country. It's beautiful people.
Beautiful country and beautiful people indeed. Good morning and welcome to the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9 with the broadcast live from the studios na Ilcott na Freetown. We're on Facebook, YouTube and TikTok as well. Welcoming all reviewers them and listeners them from across the country and across the world. Good morning and hope on a sleep well. And well, for tell God thank you for life, for sleep and wake. It's always a blessing. And we're grateful that we wake with well body. And there again, another weekday morning, today na Thursday. And today na the 12th day in the month of March 2026. I think Ramadan we're on day 23. And moving down slowly. We're in the last 10 days or tell God thank you for life, and tell God thank you that we there with well body for can do the people's work, for can continue for do the people's work. I hope so you sleep well and doing okay with your families this morning. How is it like? You having tea? What are you doing this morning? What did you do this morning? You did a bed on with your phone. You listen to in a radio. You watch we at the TV set or however. Good morning. Good morning. If you're still in bed, well, you still have some time. You can still relax, depend on how early you can go work. It's 6:38 now. Well, if you prepare the picking them for go school, well, thank you for being a good parent. If you don't come up pray, maybe relax na veranda or they ride you keke or they about for go na your soul. Good morning. We pray that Allah go bless your soul this morning. But thanks for joining us. It's a pleasure that we they see you this morning. I they see you, you they see me, you they hear me. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you sleep well. I hope you sleep well and find some time and thank God for life. Just thank God in whatever way. It can be in Creole, in Limba, in Mende, in Timni, in Fula, in whatever, in Madingo. Just say just tell God thank you, that you wake this morning with well body. And one for pray that to people that we sick, Allah grant them ease. People them we get problem, Allah make them easy for them. We they alive. Let Allah continue to provide for we and give you long life and well body. Thanks for joining us. How you plan your day this morning? We all get dreams and plans of waiting we want for do and how we want for do them. We pray say as you dream and plan this morning, Allah go answer you prayers them and provide for you and your family and protect you from any problem. Anything when a shame, anything we, nothing we could bring you down. We pray that Allah protect you and guide you from. We pray for our country as well. This morning, let God continue to make this place a better place. Let God make we enjoy, as cell unions. Let God make we like Salon. Let God make, we show some love to Salon and appreciate how much this country means to we as citizens and as a people. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to His Excellency, the President and the First Family. I see the First Lady Sefdon return from the United States of America, which I attend several meetings them. Good morning to the security officers them where they protect and guide them. And good morning to we forces, we military, we police. Yesterday, police pulled the annual crime report. Hopefully, we will discuss that in the program. And good morning to we traffic warding them, we firefighters, we correctional officers, people them with the guide and protect we whilst we are asleep. We want to salute you and say thanks to una for una service. Good morning to teachers, we nurses, we doctors, all the people them na the services sector, people them we they help. We midwife them as well. Somebody been they tell me yesterday, say I not forget the midwife them. Let's get a role for play. The pharmacists them. The lab technicians, but everybody that the health sector, the education sector as well, we teachers them, people them way they help, for develop we human capital. We're very important for we growth. Good morning to all, and good morning to we family, we online family, people them way always they connect with we as the morning start. Now they start the morning. And we want to say very good morning to Una and thank God for Una life same and pray say Una and Una family then go continue for do well and Allah go continue for guide and protect we all. And very good morning to we listeners them too, especially we listeners them na we partner stations them na Falaba, Koinadugu, Pujeung, Kailao. Want to say very good morning to Una and welcome to the Truth Morning Devotion. The broadcast live from the studios na Ilcots na Freetown. And this program we can bring on stories. We talk about things them. I can give me opinion, As I can always say, I might not be right, and democracy provide for we able to challenge yourself, and disagree, on things them they talk now. So I can give my opinion, we can share news stories, talk to ourselves, do the roll call, and do interviews. That's what we do here. It can be 2 hours, 30 minutes, 3 hours, and depend on how the conversation be, and thanks everyone for being with us. So they start the devotion with prayers. As always, as we are people that we believe, say, we for pray, we for seek Allah in guidance and protection, and ask for forgiveness as well, because we are not perfect people. We're humans. We can make mistake to ourselves. We can make mistake, to people and more deal with. So we for pray, but also they pray for we leaders them, we president, the vice president, the chief minister, the minister them, we elected officials, the members of parliament, and all councillors, mayors, chairpersons. They need prayer. They are humans too. They are not perfect people and can make mistake, but they need with prayers too. But we self for pray for we self as a people. Let God give you the consciousness, awareness, for let we understand, say, we need for do everything right for make this place a better place. Wherever you are, whether you na Okada Edman, Okada chairman, you na Edman, you na attire based chairman, you na chair lady, na market, you na youth leader, na your mosque or your church, we all get a role for play for make Salon better, because nobody else no can do it for we. So let us pray. Say amen, amen wherever you are, because as my man then alumni can say, sabi in prayer Allah the answer. It can be you, it can be me, it can be anybody. So let us pray. Say amen, amen, and let Allah answer our prayers them.
And so that they gonna heaven, we want for tell you thank you for this great day and opportunity. Again, we want for appreciate you for your goodness and faithfulness towards with nation Sierra Leone. Father, we pray for the leadership in this nation. We ask that you continue to give the wisdom, the knowledge, understanding, oh God, to we leaders them, so that they will do the right thing for we as Sierra Leoneans inside Jesus' name. Father, we commit the economy of Sierra Leone to your hands. We ask for your divine intervention. We ask as from this moment henceforth, Papa, let the economy of Sierra Leone begin for experience growth in the name of Jesus. Everlasting Father, commit Sierra Leone, commit the people of Sierra Leone into your hands. We ask for peace. We pray for unity and oneness, oh God, among we as Sierra Leoneans inside Jesus' name. We pray that your fear and your love continue to reign in our hearts. Thank you, Father. We bless you. Commit this program into your hands. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Blessed Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Have a wonderful day.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Mina Muhammad Sila, a student of Rabi College. Alhamdulillah, na honor for let me add my voice now today. As we pray, that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this new year, may Allah protect we, bless we lives them, we families them, we households, and bless we country as a whole. Amen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant with strength for face with challenges them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant peace and tranquility upon we lives them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant with patience in the adversities and gratitude in abundance. Amin ya Rabbal Alameen. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل هزلا إذا شئت سهلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم منزل الكتاب ومجري السحاب وهازم الأحزاب اهزمهم وانصرنا عليهم. اللهم أنجل المستضعفين من المؤمنين. اللهم إنهم وفاة فاحملهم. اللهم إنهم عراة فاكسهم. اللهم إنهم جياع فأشبعهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين يا رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
succulent, sugar market. Live up, don't give up. No matter the hard times, keep on trying. Stabba-dee-da-dee-da-da-da. Stabba-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Oh, stabba-da-da-da-da. Hallelujah, eh, eh. Why your soul and for food and this? Can when I get on, I got the 30 days. West there is life, there is hope, oh, my brother. God know the bank for. Do you tell your neighbor? God know the bank for. Tell my legal of souls. God know the bank for. Tell them how they get to. Say God know the bank for. Do you tell your neighbor? God know the bank for. What would you trust in? Cause I'm a failure. Put your trust in Judge and the Savior. So if you fall 7 times, you go rise 7 times. Remember the story of Job. Don't you ever give up electing choke. Don't be let you come in for 1 point stroke. Believe in yourself and activate hope. You will ever come and be the head cornerstone. Why you see your fall and for food in this? Cause when I get on, I got the 20 days. Once there is life, there is hope, oh, my brother. God know the bank food. Do you tell your neighbor? God know the bank food. Tell my legal of souls. God know the bank food. Tell them how they get to. Say God know the bank food. Do you tell your neighbor? Say God know the bank food. Pressure they can't pressure they go bam. Never look up to God. He never ever let you so bam. In what oh. God not the good so cause so no fed for call up. Any problem where you get here ready for solve up. For talk to God not free. God in network no music. If you believe it, you shall receive it. No condition is permanent. Why you see your fall and for food and this? Cause when I get on, I got the 20 days. Once there is life, there is hope, oh, my brother. God know the bank food. Do you tell your neighbor? God know the bank food. I'm say no cry no more. We just sleep on the streets, no getting for it. I'm say no cry no more. You face them for you, people disappoint you. I'm say no cry no more. Stand up and tell them say you're not the best. Start to pick up your chest. You too blessed to be stressed. And a papa God gets the key to your success. If the one medicine car and the life don't show for the dancer. Who God bless no man so blessed for that. You won't prosper. Like you see your soul and soul food in this. When I get on, I got the 20 days. When there is life, there is hope, my brother.
Indeed, once there is life, there is hope. God not a bank phone. Don't let anybody for dim you light, you know. Don't let anybody for dim you light. Just stay focused, persevere, try your best. Try for doing thing right, you know. It can be tough, but just persevere, you know. God not a bank phone. Just put your hope and trust. Thank God and believe in Him. And tell your neighbor this morning, just tell your neighbor, you know, just tell and say, God not the bank phone, you know. Una pray, let's pray. You know, I remember the other day we were talking about prayer. Somebody say, oh, don't pray from 1960 almost, you still pray. Yeah, let's pray, you know. Yeah, that's not the we learn, not that we know, say, we will pray. Let us answer our prayer them. Amen. Amen to them prayers and they from we religious leaders them. And may Allah make we better people. May Allah make we understand, say, we all get a responsibility to this nation. We are not enemy of the state. You need for support government. Who say you for support government? And somebody share an image yesterday. I see on social media actually. But I think it's in another country. But it's an image of somebody they show how where you eat plastic na treat, how it go block the gutter, and how it cause flood. That's very practical, so practical, And I was telling someone, say, this is for print them and put them right across the people and they see them and know how we actions them, they affect, the public. They affect sort of one single man. If several people in the trade or in a treat, how it cause gutter them for flood, and how then they for block, and how then they cause flooding. And that's the habit where a lot of people then get. A lot of people in the trade or see every side, man. Anywhere, everywhere you pass, areas have been there in this country, bro, where you pass there, say bang there are some decent residential areas them. Go Signal Hill, Signal Hill, go Babadori, Lumley. Man, there then they all every other corner you see bag, dirty. And it's now we, not so person, not so other person in the country then dirty then they then community then they. Now they give clean salon, where you give clean salon, enable car and go fight, go even a corner, But then thing and they all now we they affect back because now we action them, and now we the people them for take responsibility. We go complain, we go all people them we get leadership responsibility accountable. But if we continue for do the wrong thing them, now we they affect back because when you community dirty, wallahi. Where mosquitoes breed in that area, now we within that community they affect. Sometimes the people we get the leadership and political responsibility, then they far away from we. So we all for take responsibility. And I was thinking yesterday, I was even saying, in communities and day, you get people that win a leader them. And I know communities who are people and they mobilize actually for clean up their community, for make roads and all. Now then leadership role and they will for take, because it don't be a point now who say when I go there you wake in the morning no more, you see some kind dirty na you place, So we for take them leadership responsibility, then the religious leaders, youth leader in our community, chair lady them, chairman them. We all, and most of them committee and get councillor them, you get people them when a politician them, get people them when a businessman them, private sector, we all for take responsibility. Let we play we own part. I drive na Godrich area by battalion, I think that's what they call it, the military barracks there. Almost opposite the entrance to the barracks. If you drive and go in Godrich on your left, we pass Femitona on your left. One side they will get the bus stop, then work up this iron project, the bus stop. Right behind there, I think school is very close to this. If you see some unfinished building, but the kind dirty we me see under. Yeah, I've been there for notice and because somebody been the turn, so I've been there for break and me attention going at that party. The kind dirty we see there. And I imagine people in the pass and that place there, people in the sit down at that bus stop there for weights, transport. We all see them thing and day. Who takes responsibility? School not they far from that place there. People and they do business around the back. We all need for take responsibility. We as a people, we for take responsibility. This country, we never left on our people, the people who they lead no more, the people that we elect, the people that we then a public service they earn. We also as a people, we get responsibility. Because then don't see them, then how they put them there. Not other person they can put on there. We need for fair way, how collectively we they manage waste. There needs to be political leadership. There definitely needs to be that political leadership how they provide infrastructure, how people then they throw it and waste, and how then they clear them up. But it seems there is a challenge with that. So if we the people are not take responsibility back and take care of ourselves and we community them, if we throw it dirty so mosquito and they breed all around, now we they sick, now picking and they sick, get for go hospital, get for spend more money, and we always they complain. So please, this morning just want to admonish people them now communities them, and you where they drive, pass around, you just not too dirty la man. You can see some hide inside mutuka put on in private mutuka safe. We just too dirty. Just to wear no more. You don't care. People when they pull dirty inside and all sky ban at it. It's undone. We shouldn't do that. So as we take we pledge and anthem, we'll make commitment to we self and this country say we go try for do everything right and avoid for do everything wrong. We go left for the litter around. So we dirty. Look how Trevor don't clean that beach, man, and they go the weekend back, then they throw it dirty around. It's undone. It's undone. Bin and day, especially in the beach part. If you watch now, they're fixing up bins. Where you get around, just hold them. If you walk out to a distance, you bin them. Now awareness still forget, man. Because inside you all safe. If you get dirty, they just to wear and so. You must get dirty box. Inside you go put them. You must get bin inside you go put them. That shows you not for just to wear dirty so. Don't take a pledge and anthem. But they come back shortly. Get for do the roll call. We get some stories and for on this morning. Continue for stay with you. This is the Truth Morning Devotion. Do the pledge. Do the anthem. Show commitments to this country. Show love to Salone. Try for do everything right. Avoid waiting wrong. Because we all sabi waiting bad. And we know it's good. Let's take the pledge and anthem.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name, always work for her unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity, and I put her interest above all else. So help me God.
I will exalt thee, Lamb of the free. Great is the love we have for thee. Family united, ever we stand, singing thy praise, O native land. We raise up our heart and our voices on high, the hills and the valleys re-echo our cry. Blessing and peace be ever thine own, land that we love, our Sierra Leone. I will exalt thee, Lamb of thy free. Great is thy love we have for thee. Family united, ever we stand, singing thy praise.
down the past. Let we make them for the picking the wood the bone. Hey, no matter who you be, let we make some and a bit. No look so you follow, no follow. Who say you got the foot and a bit. No matter where you go, let we make some and a bit. No look so you follow, no follow. Who say you got the foot and a bit. So now we all, now we no never make it well. So now we all, now we no never make it well. Now we no fall on foot because we vex. Now we so care for suffer. Now we no fall on foot because we vex. Now we so care for suffer. Let we pledge we love and loyalty to we country Sierra Leone. Let we come together, let we walk as one for the better of Salone. Not to me, not to you, not everybody, for come together as one. So capital on your feet to travel, let we make. So make the team in the local limba, let we make. Everybody come together, let we make. Salona we all, let we make. We all don't know, say we until on the past. Let we make them for the picking and roll the bombs. Hey! I like it in Australia, Juna Salomani. I like it in the USA, Juna Salomani. I like it in Germany, Juna Salomani. I like it in London, Juna Salomani. The beat, the one of bingo. You follow, Juna Salomani. They say, no matter who you be, let we make Salon and a bit. No look so you follow, no follow. Who say you got the foot and a bit. No matter where you go, let we make Salon.
You know what time it is?
Youth man, wasting time. Youth man, wasting time. Make we learn for ask questions. But things them way happen now in sweet nation. You name the resources. Waiting them don't benefit this nation. From independence to 50 years of celebration. Where they make you man and they think I'm say something for them better. We still under British colonization. Command them still not a question. Should be one of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just the poor? They rank and then they better. Why? Waiting do we not a question? Why make na salon no more the young no they grow? Oh salon. Why we not a question? Why make na young no more education no they grow? Oh salon. How the internet slow? Now so we slow anyone then give me say oh. Big development, corruption, first position, clap for us. Me, I know that's such occupation. This took our first man something. Go bear with the big na boduya. Una kill we slow, una shoot we right on sight. Yeah, maybe then they go better. Everybody say na 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 na. Everybody say na 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 na. Yes, I go try for unite this generation. Sabotage, make them misunderstand the intentions. Make them smart, but must ask you the question. One day.
Respect to all massive and cool. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. When me sing things up, me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Yeah, be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now. This is the batter. I Rasta man, me know Eric Cockembull. Me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make you settle. And then you jump beside, you don't dirty and more. Thief man, they all a thief now. This is the better salon they go behind. Who that now we go believe? Who this na wrong side life? We dey live so. If they are latif, who that now we go believe? This na wrong side life. We dey live so. Sorry, say na sana sana, self say na so. Who this na wrong side life? We dey live so. Who say arata, who that get his character? The capside life. We dey live so. Salon de poil, then just dey pan so. Things are go bad, who not dey pan story. Fake promises and philosophy, yeah. Say we don't tire with these buckle stories. Bring us the rice, cause the people hungry, yeah. Things are go bad, things are go bad, things are go bad in a me beautiful nation. What a one. Man them feel conscious, man them feel conscious, man them feel conscious and stand for the right. Is your right? Oh, it's the wrong side life. We dey live so. If they are latif, who that now we go believe? It's the wrong side life. We dey live so. Sorry, say na sana sana, self say na sorry. It's the wrong side life. We dey live so. Who say arata, who that get his character? The capside life. We dey live so. Salon de poil, then just dey pan so.
Yes, sire. See, I'm conscious of the fact that I've got a moral and civic responsibility to stand for the truth and speak for my people. We've been behind for quite too long as a nation. It's high time we started speaking the truth, cause only the truth can set us free.
Now you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is color the progress of the process. Wearing suit and tie, pandoti character. The man they all active now, this is them better. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Cock and Bull, me represent green, white and blue. That's what me have to do. Them make the water dirty, them know it make it settle. And them jump inside, they don't dirty and more. Tip man they all active now, this is them better. Salon they go behind, they just dey pan story. But it's not wrong side life, we dey live so. If they are latif, who that now we go believe? It's not wrong side life, we dey live so. Sorry, say na sana sana, self say na sorry. But it's not wrong side life, we dey live so. Say arata, who that get his character?
Side life, we dey live so. So we say na sana sana, say na sorry. Wrong side life, push and arata, you know. Imagine thief man, they all a thief, powder thief bad. Many thanks to Koskobi for that song, you know. Conscious time, awareness age, like me cut a DJ bass used to say. You know, at this age and time, if you don't get awareness and consciousness, you know be smart. Say if you continue for make fool, you don't get reason for live. Just die one time. Say just die and go, you know. Yeah, but we need to get awareness. We need to try for doing it right, you know. Simon, can you just show that picture? I've been to talk about the picture of the where you litter the road. We try for generate generate an AI part of them. So this was almost all over social media yesterday. So when you heap dirty, so you see they go block the gutter, right? They go block the gutter, they cause flooding. So now we action them, and the things they do now, we the bill sign up for bill, now we the cut stick. Now we the people, it's us. We will take responsibility and try for do it right. Good morning and welcome. School don't start this morning. Let's do the roll call. We'll check who that day. Whoever can talk to guests and quickly this morning. Magdalene Massa Boyma, good morning. Omotayo, Cecilia Aluko Robert, good morning. Samuel Yangula Sise, Yaya Koma, Daniel Oldfield, good morning. Thomas Daniel Sina, Victor Justin Bokari, good morning. Kenneth Karimu, Michael Moije, Mustafa Jane, good morning. Abraham Sise, good morning. Good morning. Amanatu Sanusi. Abraham, you see, I don't talk to the minister yesterday. You were here. I don't know if you listen. I talked to the minister of labor yesterday. He say they're working with the embassy. Like I tell you the other day, I'm in touch with one of the guys them, you know. As much as we want help, much we can do is for raise alarm and concern about our situation, you know. So hopefully una go get support and una go get help. But the minister assured yesterday say it's something we are aware of. The embassy in China, they in touch and they try for find help with other people them, you know, other organization them for help, for see how they will repatriate them people in Cambodia. That as much we can do, you know, bring unto the attention of the authorities them as we don't try for do. Good morning, Amanatu Sanusi. Good morning, Gold M. Kone, Samuel Silvanos Cole, Ibrahim D. Mayo Kagbo. But I hope, you know, young people and they learn from them stories they are. We get with brothers and sisters them we stuck in Cambodia right now. Then promise them job for go do, find work where them go, and other thing and go put them pa. I hope young people the way they listen with young people in our community them. We know a lot of people want travel, but you know we then can tell you say program there, this day and that, and the day and that. You need for ask question better. We get a lot of people that we stuck na Turkey as well, na the Middle East. A lot of people them when they tell say come work there, just where you go them fraud you. We need for be very careful, you know. It can be difficult where you there, but it's better you there in peace, you get your freedom, than you go to another person in country, you don't know which they go pa, then go all you know, say you get support sometimes. You've been a victim of torture or abuse and all of that, you know. Good morning, Mike Stage Tona. Good morning, Amadou Ba from Zimbabwe, Jaya Koka, Yasin Jallo, Dauda Tarawali, I Conte Adama Maxils. Good morning, Rashid Bangura, Kamara Kone Musa, Alimatu Diamond Kene, good morning. Usman Charakis, Dino Bari, good morning. Fulzi Agbewa Nu, Saltek Sal, good morning. Aki P, Adowa Kitewa Bultman, good morning. Kenneth Karimu, Noel Pizo Wright, Mohamed Karim Kouma, good morning. John Kagbo, good morning. Remy O Remy, Lamin Matonko Mansare, Kosna Bayo, good morning. Dennis Bangura, Lamboy Richie, yes, SLBS battalion. That side they being, if you they drive go, how do you call it? If they drive go Laka end, yes, by you right, yes, it by your right. You they see the dirty man. It did a pack plenty. I don't know how. anyway. Pa Kusan, good morning. William Martin, Zina Sankor, Dauda Tarawali, Abdul Malik, Aisha Kamara, good morning. Samuel Silvanos Cole, good morning. Mohamed Abib Kamara, Alaji Usman Conte, Shekudine Kamara, Sarah Olari, Ezekiel Michael Karimu, good morning. Winifred Fears, Lamin K. Mansari Kelly, Ali Badara Conte, good morning. Kouma Paul Yira, JC, yes, Mohamed Ahmed, yes, Kande Kouma, Aminata Mara, Pretty Kelly Kouma, Abraham Sisse, good morning. Yes, Abraham, I pray you get help, man. I pray you get help. We go continue for raise the alarm. I pray you get help, and I pray other people go learn from this. You know, Zina Sanko, Kanja Jabi. Good morning, Leo Mystic, Mo Karamo, Lebi Michael, John Karim Kelly, Kai Sheku Chendeka. Good morning, Abdul Karim Sisse, Med Kaba. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for being in class this morning. Good morning, Peter Beckley, P-Bex. Good morning, Shiba Concept. P-Bex, we not sit to exam it, but we need for fan uniform first. We need for fan uniform. We get to principal. We get to prefect and get some roles. You know, we'll take the exam. Lamrana Ba Kamara, good morning. Moses Kamara, Grace Morsori, good morning. Abubakar Conte, Josie Will, good morning. Lamin Andrew Kamara, good morning. Good morning, Sal Yukanu. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. It's a pleasure for always getting on the program, as I can always say, and we appreciate that so much. We can take some stories them quickly. Yesterday, police announced the crime statistics. You know, let me listen to that report. They say the crime don't increase in Western area. Western, we in a Freetown here, now we record the highest, and with people in the east, inside Freetown with the shape Eastern, get plenty, man, and get plenty. But let me listen to the report from my colleague Andrew, then we can continue the conversation.
Well, every year, the Sierra Leone police will come and give crime statistics for the country. Today, I dare for do the same thing. So we'll talk about crime statistics. Some people they will only wonder now what we talk about. I know say some of you get full idea about that, and some of you therefore pay attention for them to understand what these crime statistics they all about. Well, the crime statistics they provide a picture of crime trends in the country. They analyze the pattern and emerging threats in society. And this will enhance crime prevention and improve operational response. So for people to understand more, I want to go to the executive summary where I will read to now before the launch. Executive summary. This annual crime report provides an overview of crime trends and patterns recorded across Sierra Leone in 2025 and serves as a key reference for informing policy strategies, policy formulation, and crime prevention initiatives. Let us look at the overall crime situation. In 2025, the Sierra Leone police recorded a total of 34,066 criminal and road traffic offenses, resulting in an overall crime rate of 0.38% compared to 0.33% in 2024. This represents an increase of 0.05 percentage points, indicating a continued upward trend in crime nationwide. Regional crime rate. Crime incidents remain heavily concentrated in urban and semi-urban areas, particularly within the western area, which accounted for approximately 59% of all reported cases. Freetown East recorded the highest number of offenses with 11,603 cases, representing 34.1% of total crimes, followed by Freetown West with 8,487 cases, or 24.9%. Outside the western area, the eastern region recorded the highest number of cases with 4,200.
That's not the crime statistics. As you can see, crime rates don't climb to 34,000 plus in 2025, and western area they lead with 59%. You know, now we in eastern we get the breakdown. The eastern part of western area gets a lot of cases. You know, we all should be concerned with that kind of situation there. Hopefully we'll get the police for come and look. You know, in 2025 we get a surge in police raids on drugs and kush. perhaps that could be, you go finally, at the time forget the document actually, a copy of for see Usai at the area them we actually increase or Usai we do better because some areas and the way I think crime reduce according to the reports we get yesterday. Let's take some more stories. Yesterday, Zainab Sharif been appear in a court again for the 4th time, and she was denied bail. Let's take this report quickly. So yesterday, that was a scene outside the court where a bail was denied to Zainab Sharif. He appeared for the 4th time, and a bail was denied to him again. This came after several appeals from organizations like 50-50, Lawyer Society, Ilraj, you know, they all they been done the appeal for lay release on bail. Again, I'll come back and say what I said a few days ago. I think a few days ago last week. I see a lot of online comments. You know, sometimes it can be so overwhelming, man can get time safe. But let me read quickly what in the Criminal Procedure Act say. And I stand by what I said. I owe no apology to anyone, you know. I stand by what I said, that it's a bailable offense. And I think, in my opinion, that she deserves a bail. I'm not supporting what she said. I don't stand with her on what she said. I think like any other citizen, she deserves bail. Let's read quickly what's in the Criminal Procedure Act say. And the Criminal Procedure Act, the new, remember I've been referencing that time they were talk of how criminal cases are handled in Sierra Leone. It was enacted to repeal the outdated Criminal Procedure Act of 1965 and to introduce modern procedures for every stage of a criminal case. This includes new rules of arrest, court trials, and most notably sentencing. The act was published in the Sierra Leone Gazette on October 10, 2024 and signed into law by President Dr. Julius Maada Bio. Its goal is to create a more efficient, fair, and modern justice system. It gets cited where we talk about some of the changes, your rights on arrest, the reason for arrest, a police officer or any other person they make arrest, for explain to you why then they arrest you. You get time limit for arrest, where for be 72 hours or so, within 10 days of the date of arrest, very serious offenses. But I count the rules for bail. They say the act update the conditions under which an accused person can be released on bail pending trial. Bail is a right. Then they in bold. In most cases, they in brackets. For any offense not punishable by death or life imprisonment, the court shall admit a person to bail unless the prosecution provides good and sufficient written reasons why bail should not be granted. Serious offenses, only a judge of the High Court can grant bail to a person charged with murder, treason. Police bail, an officer in charge of a police station has the power to grant bail to a person arrested without a warrant for an offense not punishable by life imprisonment. So again, the point I'm trying to make, this is not just about Zainab. Just yesterday we were talking about a woman who spent 11 months in custody. In custody, just they wait for the case come on na magistrate court and go na high court. They don't spend 11 months in custody. And this is not unique to that woman day. You get a lot of people, you know, we need for be honest and sincere to ourselves. We criminal justice system, as much as we get responsibility, for doing right, the system also gets the responsibility for protect we right them as citizens. Anything where they happen, so if it's not happening right, it can be to me, it can be to you, it can be to somebody else. Anybody will fall, will do wrong with the law. If me as citizen, I think say somebody don't do bad, I go to court. I for go to court, it go through the right process. That's what the law says. We all get right for seek redress. If I think say somebody don't say something way wrong, I get rights. Now me right for go to court, for go police make statement and charge and go court and it stand trial. Then the nobody know for like we can always say nobody know they above the law. But this same law, it get provisions that we protect, we rights them. But we not for look at the law one part no more, we not look at two side they protect, we right them as citizens as well. We shouldn't. Whilst we hold people accountable for the wrong way that they do with the law, the same law provide for we protect their rights. It provides for, otherwise they're not for put on day. They shouldn't have. They're not for put on day. Then for say no, the day where you go here. I've been to talk to one lawyer for NSN, and I was asking this case where the magistrate court so. Is it a case where they for go high court? He said no, it's not a case. Now you're not in the investigate now. They then pass judgments and everything. And someone was saying perhaps the longest of them, some of them cases there are something at 3 months they will sentence you for. It's just fairness I am talking about. That's just about it. Just fairness. Let everybody before the law be treated fairly. And if them find and guilty, it take responsibility of what they do. And we all get responsibility for, if I say something, I forget the responsibility. I for be held responsible for what I say. I'm not above the law. No one is above the law. No one should be. But this same law provide for how, where the law they investigate me or they hold me accountable for protect me right. Now the law, it's not what I think, it's what the law says. It is. Otherwise, they're not for put on day. If it was not something that is important, they're not for don't put on day. And for say no, this is not important. When you commit crime or you appear court, so they keep you as long as we want. Anyway, somebody said I make the no designer bill. I feel pity, I'd imagine how whose kind of power that the way me get with me. Anyway, let the law taking course. Let the law taking course. Some of them things that some of they talk them because I've been around, I've said it, I've been around, I've seen things, I've seen things, I've seen how things then they happen. And it's not just in me for see things the way they happen. In my opinion, I think say can be fairly done, not done that way. And I not talk about them. No, and I owe no apology. I owe no apology to no one for things I say here because I'm not accusing or abusing anyone. The thing where anytime you hear somebody say me a blackmail person or a extort person, tell them say a lie. Tell them say they lie. Because I've practiced journalism for almost 20 years now. If people and they waking come to me, then get in the way they want to do, they want to pay for us. If I tell them, say, no, you don't need to pay. You don't need to. It doesn't mean type of journalism than they. I don't blackmail people. I've never been to the only time I go to IMC, it was long ago when I've been this star. It was under Abat Williams. I remember I did a story about in chain. There was this story about a human being seized in chain or so. And I did a story and I tried my best for get the side, immune side and city council side. But they weren't responsive. And we published that story there. We do I've been star and they went to IMC and it was a case that we won. That's my only time. But there is nothing wrong again for the journalists going to IMC, now the regulatory body. And journalists and they win a lot of cases them with people and they carry them good for. So that's about it. I'm not talking again and say I make the no design up. Anyways, hopefully common sense will prevail. Let the law take its course. That's just no one should be above the law. And people should be held accountable and responsible for whatever comments they make. We'll take another story. President Bio gets an appointment yesterday. We'll take it on the quick. Simon, you can just show the photo up. The President Julius Maada Bio has been announced as the new Global Partnership for Education GP champion for sustainable financing for education. In its new capacity, the ECOWAS chairman will help mobilize political leadership and cross-border momentum to double down on sustainable education financing and multiply possibility for all. One for congratulate His Excellency the President on this appointment. We hope and pray it will be beneficial to Salone and the world. So the President, the other responsibility now for help for mobilize funds, for education globally. GP, Global Partnership for Education, then they support, I'm sure that there was an amount, some amount money where they don't give to Salone for support education. And hopefully, whilst we benefit from them, we will help for mobilize funds for help other country them with education. This is the Truth Morning Devotion. We'll take a quick break. They come back shortly. They can talk to we guests then this morning. And inside the program also today, we're going to talk to the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Dr. Musa Paka, where the ministry actually gets 100% pass. Now the just published ministerial contract report where the Office of the Chief Minister pull out. So they can talk about that and other issues them around the feed salon and food security sector, especially with things the way they happen at the world presently. How will they help for ensure say we able feed we safe. Continue for stay with we. This is the Truth Morning Devotion.
EcoBank's award-winning suite of solutions for women in business is expanding to be bigger, better, and more inclusive. If you're an entrepreneur and your business is not yet registered, take advantage of expert coaching and training. Get visible online and reach more customers. Access finance and smart business resources. If you run a registered business, develop your business capabilities and expertise. Benefit from bespoke financial solutions. Access new markets. Connect with experienced female mentors. And if you're an accomplished professional, achieve your gender and diversity goals. Support and empower other women. Inspire and influence with your expert skills. Develop your legacy and social impact as a mentor. And foster a culture of growth and development in your peer group. Join our community at ecobank.com/elevate. Elevate by EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa.
When starting your day, getting fit is the first step. When the hustle starts, nothing should stall you. When it's time to plan your future, saving should be easy. When you're ready to expand, no room for excuses. When your child needs relief, waiting isn't an option. And if it's you asking, no isn't an answer. Because for us, when it comes to banking, it's all about you.
This Lent and Ramadan season, Orange they turn you every day call them to big wins. Yes, because we dare together. You can win over 1 million euros worth of prize them. Just make call, we go hit 50 euros every week and win 5,000 euros worth of food items them. Renew solar subscription or buy new solar kit and win 5,000 euros worth of food items them plus 10 minutes free call. Yes, we dey get winner every week. But wait oh, this is don't loud, yeah? Make call we go hit 250 euros every month and you can drive brand new keke. Waiting that inside this season, we get faith and blessing. Your connection for make you enjoy. Call more and win big. Orange, the better when we dare together.
Orange.
Respect to all massive and cool. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. The way me sing things like one, me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Jah be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie, and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is the batter. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Cock and Bull, me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make me settle. And then you jump beside, you don't dirty and more. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is the batter. Salon they go behind, who that now we go believe. Oh, this na wrong side life, now we dey live so. They all a thief, who that now we go believe. This na wrong side life.
We dey live so we can make the life better, from one side to good side, depend on how we do them and what we try to do as a people, as citizens. I make this morning, I get Dr. Fredlin Macomac they can talk to me this morning about Roots, a citizen movement for reset the rules of governance in Salone. So a coalition of civil society leaders, citizens, and reform advocates don't launch Running Out of Time Salone, Roots, a non-partisan citizen movement. We aim for transform the rules that govern the country in politics and the economic systems. Like I say, this country in better one, not for left hand at the hands of few people. We all get involved. So this morning we can talk about Roots, waiting the coalition they about, and waiting the aim for. Good morning, ma'am, and welcome.
Good morning, Salamana. Thank you so much for you get me now.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Also on the program this morning, I get me very good friend and brother from the East, I will probably say, Eastern, we get good people. Alaji Abukome, Alaji Abukome, and the president of the Commonwealth Alumni Association, where they can talk about, some of the opportunities them and within the alumni association they do, na the country, and how young people can benefit from some of the Commonwealth scholarship opportunities them way available and way now open. Good morning, come and welcome to the program.
Yeah.
It's been long, man. Tell us you.
Adeboda, good morning, Lamrana, and I want to say good morning also to we viewers and we listeners. I'm very, very happy for can talk about the truth on Truth Media this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you so much for coming. At the start with Roots, let's talk about Roots. The title Roots, Running Out of Time. Why? Waiting with the run out of time from? Waiting at the time we want catch up with.
Thank you so much, Lamana, and really thank you. As he said, saying the truth on Truth Media. So one thing where we know as Sierra Leoneans, we are in a country, the country is so blessed. We get so many minerals, we get so many riches, but what we not see, we not see how the riches and minerals and all the blessing that we get at this country, we not see how it benefits we as citizens. We know so within our country, we get unlimited, unmatched potential. But how are we as citizens living? Earlier we really talked about the dirty. I really talk about how even justice and which we right now. So we they see as roots, say most people and they believe say if me party they in power, I go better. I go for benefit economically. But we know irrespective of whose party they in power, we know they see that benefits they. So we they talk say if we not try for change the narrative, waiting at the incentives, we they continue for keep we usai we day, waiting make irrespective of the riches where we get, we they see polarization. We they see if APC on one side, we they see SLPP on one side, we see politicians and defect based on waiting they go able for accumulate, as opposed to waiting they need for do for make all man benefit economically. And what we they do as citizens, we they point fingers at each other. We they talk say, oh, now we APC they in power, now I make we know the benefits. Now we SLPP they in power, now I make we know the benefit. So we they point point fingers, we dey blame we self, instead of we look at the political parties and see what we can do for change that narrative, what we can do for let them say we want for taking citizens' priorities on board. And if we not take them, we will run out of time. We will run out of time as Sierra Leoneans. We not get for better. We will continue on this same finger pointing and change of government without change of the structures where they undermine the wealth for the average citizen.
This is a new organization? Is it a new movement, or it's a platform where everybody they run on?
Now, a platform where we want to all man run on. So it's a movement. We call them a movement. You get an initial group of civil society leaders who have been come together, and we come together across all shades, different organizations where they work on different things. We come together, one for say, you know, it's in, as civil society, people that are not hearing the voice of citizens, of civil society. People that they feel say right now, civil society is so politicized.
Yeah.
We all man get their own party where they support. So because civil society not get one voice, because people that they feel say civil society don't, there's a space, there's a gap because they're not really, they represent them. It means that we continue to see the same thing over and over. So now because of that, some civil society leaders we come together, we talk, we actually been get an initial brainstorming just for say, as civil society, then we come together. Then we get a meeting where we iron out some of the issues among civil society, where we apologize if as a civil society actor, I don't hurt you, and they say sorry and vice versa. Let we see now how we can move forward and actually try to address the issues where they can't see they go on. As part of this, we get studies that way we really mobilize around economic issues. Let me get civil society for economic reform and let people that know what they lose out on. Let them know, say, irrespective of the party, if I think say we don't dare for we talk on the toll road contract, don't talk about passport, we don't talk about the prison rights study. All of them they get one thing in common. Then they show say the contracts we sign and the APC and the SLPP, the contracts and no actually the benefits we. So now, let citizens then know what they lose out on when they're trapped in this cycle of blame. Let citizens then know, say, we need for actually come together and tell the political parties that these are the standards where we want to foresee. We want to do things then differently. We want to negotiate contracts. Make sure say at least to 1% number for can we. Can it be 30%, 40%? If you do, we're divided. Now because we not realize that we actually lose out because of the division.
Yeah.
So where we don't realize that we lose out, and where you mobilize, you tell everybody, now this and this and this they go on, now this we they lose out on. We get meetings there on college campuses, on schools, every civil society actor.
Now then they will ask, how do you get citizens, to buy into this? How do they get involved? Because like you mentioned earlier, the level of trust, where you call certain civil society organization, or you mention saying a civil society, people get their perception. People then think, say, citizens, and they do their own now online, then think, say, they don't lost trust somehow in civil society. But how do you get them to believe this and trust it and be part of it?
So I think, say, one way for get people then for believe, now where they provide evidence. You not just they talk out of anything, but you actually they show people and say, this is not the evidence where they show you where you they lost. How we they lose out, how we not they benefit from waiting they go on right now. Where I mean, read messages where they talk about the prison rice, with each prisoner, then they allocate 10 cups of rice. One person they eat 10 cups of rice? No. The toll road, which is negotiated under APC, the lack of transparency under that, where say, okay, now this and this we actually don't collect from that toll road, but almost we as citizens don't get. We don't get enough where we're able for actually do we own toll road. We don't need for take loans. So where you share that information there, where you allow people then for get a sense of waiting and they lose out on because we point fingers and we blame ourselves. I think so now that's go help for bring out trust. People are not they trust because they not see people and they do anything with it in their own interest. But economics, oh man, no waiting in their pockets. And waiting and they lose.
So is this
out
about
on.
shifting the discourse from the politics mostly to could we say the bread and butter issues, the things that we really
but so ultimately inside politics, bread and butter is political.
Yeah.
So what do they try for? We want for let instead of you, they do something, instead of as any party, any political party, where then they do something, instead of you, they do it for your own benefit. Instead of you, they do it because you want forget your own Lily and nothing. Let them know, say, we as citizens are united to say, no, this politics as usual will not work for us. We actually want una for negotiate better. We want let una get we in mind. We una they do anything we una they do, and we want let it on every political party platform. So we actually we don't want for replace political parties. We don't they tell people and say, oh, not be APC, not be SLPP. No, but what they say is let we demand better from the political parties. Let the parties and no say we not they take business as usual. We want let una do things and we get for serve we. So we want to get national cohesion champions, ambassadors from citizens generally, the media, a very important partner because you can talk something, but now una they amplify the message for let everybody know what they talk about. And we also want to do road shows in the key political districts, the place that we now these strongholds of the different parties, because we try for let people that where you they vote, where you they think of what you want for demand from you party, let just not be satisfied, let them just tell you say, oh, that for votes for me because me now your brother, me now your sister. That should not be what satisfies us anymore. Instead, we need to be able to say, you know what's in, as a APC person, I want let you make sure say you sign, you do contracts properly. As SLPP, I want to let you tell me how you get for do something we go improve my own life. So we try for see how for shift the narrative and shift the incentives with parties and they use right now for continue for do the same thing.
Okay, Doc, continue for sales. I'll come back to you shortly. Let's come to Alaji. Alaji, Commonwealth leaders them across the world on the meet, you know, na London, and then on the meet na the UK. Very recently, we have attended a symposium now with the British High Commission organized for look at what in the Commonwealth they do and how, you know, salon, especially young people, could benefit from the opportunities that we did. As an alumni association, the Commonwealth Alumni Association, waiting una don't they do, waiting at the plan some of things they wanna do.
Okay, thank you very much, Lamrana. So like I say, I'm really happy for can talk about the truth.
Thank you.
You know, where they govern currently the Commonwealth scholarships now Sierra Leone. So I'm the president of the alumni. Actually, we've been getting distinguished colleagues way around the 2015, 2016, we not stay at the affairs of the association. But in 2023, we been get a constitutional review and the membership been also decide say we for revamp we activities. So in 2024, we had elections, myself and other colleagues were voted in to man the affairs of the association. And since then, some of the things we actually don't do. First, now for like we they say, you give life or you give more strength to the association. So we don't come up with several activities. In fact, if I put 2025 into context, some of the things we don't do first, now for make sure say we improve and strengthen the relationship where we get with the British High Commission. Of course, you are aware say the Commonwealth Scholarship now a program that is fully funded by the British government for masters and PhD programs. So we don't make sure say we strengthen the relationship with the British High Commission. So that means say where the British High Commission can get events outside they want alumni then for participate weekend day. So like 2024, 2025, anytime we they get new scholars where they go studying at the UK, we can attend what we call the farewell programs. For let we go there, we go share our experiences with them. But another thing also where the membership don't decide for do now that you and members of the public go attest to the fact say we don't benefit from the Commonwealth Scholarship. Now an investment where the British people they make in human capital. So one of the things where we don't say we for do now that we forgive back to society. So over the years, we don't do small gestures, but we also feel say we not been get enough visibility, and we not be the do things like what I go say like with more strength. You understand? Do things we really go. Go. You understand? Like we go say this, we take them, we give back to society. So our initiative was that last year. We decide, say, as you know, government get many national priorities, but one of the programs where government get now for improve the quality of education at the country. So we decide we go identify a few schools and go distribute textbooks and exercise books for maths and English to Pekin where they sit NPSC. And the message would they care one, now for tell them say, there is a body called the Commonwealth Alumni Association, and also we don't come for give back to society. And we actually, they tell them say, through the book distribution exercise, one message where they give them and for inform them say, that thing where they do in the classroom, the knowledge where the teachers they impart in them and prepare them for exam, therefore prepare for the exam knowing that they can do it. So it's a kind of a we can do it initiative. So
and then now they fund them directly.
Yeah, exactly. This we actually mobilize resources from the generous contributions of the membership. So last November we've been going to one school, Free Pentecostal Mission Primary School within our Wellington. We get them textbooks and exercise books, and then this March, before the end of March, we also plan for going to one school where we do identify and put local for Gogi. So in future, these are some of the things we want to do. But then also, an important thing, an important component of the things that we do also. Now, for make sure, say, we promote the image and prestige of the Commonwealth Scholarship. Now, yes, we don't go several years, we don't get time. Now we do now with various offices. We utilize with the skills and knowledge we'll gain from the United Kingdom, from the various universities we'll go. But just as you get this big, you understand, this big English way again, I say we empower the nation. One of the things we do now for make sure say we promote the scholarship so that other people then go know about them and then they apply. And now one of the reasons that we make a decide for Ghana Truth Media today, because the window for the Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship is currently open, so we need for tell people them waiting exactly the inside that scholarship day and how they go about the process for apply.
So the you know, we talk about Commonwealth, I know people know, but the scholarship popular as well. A lot of young people they look out for that. We talk about the window open now. People can go online and apply, and waiting at the support on the key. So some young people, we don't be beneficiaries to so young people we want to apply.
Okay, thank you very much. So the Commonwealth scholarships, we get various categories. You get the Commonwealth Master Scholarships, you get the Commonwealth Shared Scholarships, you get the Commonwealth for PhD, and then you get the Commonwealth Distance Learning. We also get Commonwealth Professional Scholarship. But like I say, the Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship, the application window is now open. It opened in February, mid-February, and it's going to be closed on the 31st of March. So now, basically, if you now person want for apply, let's say you get a bachelor's degree, you get a second class upper degree now, or you get a second class lower degree with a master's program from a national university, and you want for apply, you get possibly like get good experience, whether you didn't at the health sector, you they work on anti-corruption issues, you they work in a bank. The Commonwealth Distance Learning program, it actually gets certain courses. So not to all courses you can apply for the Commonwealth Distance Learning program, but you get certain courses where you can apply for. So if you go to the Commonwealth Scholarship website now, where you go there, you go see exactly all the instructions about how to apply, the required documentation way for submit. Waiting will make you an eligible candidate. So basically it's open. But I just want to comment on a few. The Commonwealth scholarships actually get about 6 themes. Where now under then 6 themes there, so you get the various master's degree program them for this distance learning scholarship. So you get science and technology. You get health systems. So for example, for we brothers and sisters where they do nursing, or for we brothers and sisters when are medical doctors, or you didn't at the medical field, or you didn't at the field of public health. The Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship get several universities. We get masters in public health programs. Anybody can apply for, as long as you meet the basic criteria. When I forget that you second class upper or you get a second class lower, where people can call to and you understand a master's degree from a local university. So basically, the program in there. I also want to say that for some of the other clusters, let's say for example, you get one winner for promote global prosperity. You get several courses with it. there is a particular University of Portsmouth, for example, we get a master's program in economic crimes. So this morning I just with the thing, if there is a program called Masters in Economic Crimes, if somebody they work at the Anti-Corruption Commission, you get somebody where they work in a financial intelligence unit, or you get a police officer, we get thorough experience for work with TOCU, Transnational Organized Crime Unit, for example, at the Sierra Leone Police. As they see that, as the reviewers see that kind of application, they will say these are the type of people we really need for apply. So the message really want for Sierra Leoneans, members of the public, professionals, now that these are opportunities that we want people for take. And many people don't know Lamagana.
What's the number of slots them we have?
That's a very good question. So you get participating universities where they offer then degree program there. So each participating university gets in your own quota. You get some universities where, for example, go they offer masters in public health program. Sometimes they get 5 slots. Sometimes you get another program, masters in global development. Sometimes they go get 2 slots or 3 slots. So basically, all you for do as an individual, as long as you know, say you meet the criteria and you are motivated, you are talented, you get good experience, and you also want to improve on that experience by gaining knowledge and skills from premier universities in the United Kingdom. All you for do now for apply. I was just about about to also say that the many people don't know this, but the second Monday in every March, the Commonwealth nations can actually commemorate Commonwealth Day.
Yeah.
And this year we have we are commemorating Commonwealth Day. You understand, on the theme unlocking opportunities together for a prosperous Commonwealth. And this actually means Commonwealth countries for continue for work together for provide access to opportunities, whether in good health, you understand, good jobs, quality education, etc., etc. So we actually want to use Truth Media and several other platforms them for encourage with brothers and sisters to apply, because there is a kind of feeling that Sierra Leoneans are not making enough push for apply for them kind opportunities there, whilst other countries are tapping on the opportunities. In fact, just last year, the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission at the United Kingdom been sent the senior alumni relations manager Naya, and in fact another Sierra Leonean where they work at the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission for letting come engage with we, talk to we, say we as alumni, one responsibility we get now for make sure say we for talk to people, continue for encourage them for apply. So right now, one of the things where we, as CASEL, the Commonwealth Alumni Association of Sierra Leone, want to do, I will make sure say, as we promote the application, make sure say people get enough information about them. One thing where we as alumni members can do, now that if you know say you don't submit, you are ready, you want to submit a good application, you get essays then for review, or you want guidance regarding how to apply, you can meet any member of the Commonwealth Alumni Association, and then we can help you how to apply. But it's also important for note say, as people they go in for their scholarship there, they are highly competitive. It's not difficult for apply, but they're competitive because why should they apply from Sierra Leone? There is somebody in Kenya, there is somebody in Ghana that's applying, there is somebody in Nigeria that's applying. So make sure say you package yourself well and apply. Even you, Ghana, interested for note, say you and your colleagues also eligible for apply, because there is even an MSc in journalism program where people can apply for.
We definitely go bring their opportunity then. And some of the things I remember in that symposium will get now how young people can go understand and know the opportunities and with the and how they can tap into it. We can talk about that as well. Doc, I just want to ask quickly, this whole thing, how do you get the political parties, for understand what in una the try for do? Because they have the stakeholders, they have a role to play. Waiting at the level of engagement so that they get with them for understand say there is roots, we're running out of time, and you need to ensure that we meet up with time and do the things that we got. Then get any space we then get as part of this process.
Definitely. So we actually get an MOU with PPRC, and PPRC done the launch yesterday. And they work directly with PPRC because we know say PPRC get the role for regulate political parties. And one of the things that we really try for do is We can maybe even get training sessions with the political parties, conversations with the political parties for sit with them, because just Allah from the outside, you need for engage. So let them know exactly what thing we try for, encourage them for do, and the changes that we want for CC, we want to let them make. So as a result of that, yes, we not just they talk amongst ourselves, but we get a strategy for engage with the political parties, for letting SFC for letting try for incorporate the changes that we want them for make.
There is this whole idea we come to holding political leaders accountable. We get for do with good governance, rule of law, and the justice system and elections mostly. Is it that civil society is moving away from their issues and focusing on economic governance specifically with this movement?
I think so. One of the things that we don't see over time, where we just focus on politics alone, and we not look at how the impact of politics, right? If you talk about justice, which is very important, you talk about rule of law, which is also very important, but justice and rule of law are not working because there's an underlying structural issue that we have. Right? We get an underlying structural constraint where it no matter whether they in power, things are not a change. We get the same small pot of money, and everybody they fed for see how they can benefit from that. And then they use ethnicity as a way for do that division day. What is the tangible impact of that? Are we benefiting economically? How are people's lives? Where you go at the streets? When they do vox pop, when they talk to citizens, and people then they talk say up to now gone dry, or they not get better money in their pocket. The contracts that we sign, previous regime, current regime, they're not a benefit. So we they try for say, let we move beyond one, let we try for attack the underlying structures we're responsible for the division and hate we see, and let we also address tangibly the economic aspect of it. Because let people that know say we care what you get that your pockets. We care about how the country they do economically and financially. And so where we do advocacy, we need for make sure say we advocacy they touch people them concretely and they make a tangible change in the lives.
We don't get citizens manifesto. Political party then they publish a manifesto. And if you look some of the things them way we they talk about, they will definitely promise when we come we'll review this agreements, we'll review this, and then they talk about economic rights issues as well. But how this movement could get them for being more accountable and say it's not just waiting on they put perhaps on a manifesto or waiting on they promise people them, but there is an impact, there is a change. What's in at the end game?
So the end game is let us have different standards. The end game is we get standards where we as citizens, while let politicians embrace. We get things that we, as I've been talking from the start, if you negotiate contracts, and I talk about contracts because contracts are one of the easiest ways where people then can benefit economically, right? Where politicians can use as a way for economic benefit. But contracts are also a key way where citizens then can benefit economically. So we they try for say, not just any citizen, I mean, eventually, yes, they go there inside the Citizens Manifesto, but we don't say elections are a time where parties then want let people then vote for them. Like a time where you can actually get some change on the agenda. And we want to let it, irrespective of which party you did, we want to let them sit down and say, this is not what we as citizens want. These are the standards that we want una for negotiate. The things that we want una for do we una come on board. We no want business as usual. We want to let una see say, okay, if we negotiate on this contract, if we work on this, let we see how we do them in a way where citizens go benefit. So now that's not the idea behind them. And we hope say because that's something we will be nationwide, and we do them in all districts and let people then really see waiting then they lose out on. This could be one way where people then go say, definitely, it don't matter if I want to tell my own party, say you, I support you, but I really need you for do X, Y, Z, because as you say, in the support where they support you are not a benefit.
There are commitments where politicians or political parties will sign up to say, yeah, we agree if we come the contracts and agreement them will do things differently.
Now that's we want to see. We want to see then the campaign on these promises, on these agreements, and then the rules of the game. Instead of we want to change the incentives where people then they use for campaign.
Yeah.
Right now, you can be like, well, I don't really need for campaign on policy because I can mobilize anger, I can mobilize ethnicity.
Yeah.
Now this they make a come in power, so I don't need for do it. People that need me.
But how do we change from that? You know, you don't do a lot of research, and you know how we political parties are so connected to religion, with tribe, and say Nayami Granny Bindi, we all come on at the same side. How could this help in breaking that?
Laman, I think so. One thing we need for I can watch you. You know, you can say, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be true to ourselves. It don't get for happen overnight. It won't. It don't take we a long time for let we can side with this. So, but one thing we can do. We get for take a first step. We need for start. We need for say as citizens, listen. Watch what they go on right now. Watch how you do economically. Watch if you benefit at all. Right? If you're not, then come on board. If you're not, then no say, let me see how you go able for talk to the people that were around you. Talk to you now. We talk about the youth. The young people are very important. We did start from the primary schools, going all the way up to the universities. So not so just we big people. We did try for see how for also change the ideas and mentality of the young people. You get the SOA network where we've been launched. Which is members of the media all over the country. We can design information campaigns. We can counter the misinformation because right now you get so misinformation.
Exactly.
You know, so you need key core messages from the homes. You go to social media. People then they listen to news. A lot of people that they listen to news. You can see the message that way yourself can get. So this is one way. Let people then get the message out. Let we get proper concrete targeted messages where they counter the disinformation where we see. Let we research how to do catalytic messages, the messages that we really go seize people where people go resonate with. And we go do surveys and research on that for see whose message go really resonate with the people that we really talk to. And then we get ambassadors where they serve as national cohesion champions. Let people then see, say, it's not a matter of left or right. It's not a matter of red or green. Now, really a matter of citizens and how we as citizens can come together and put we own priorities on the agenda for the political parties. And for
running out of time, we don't get started now with this movement. Is work going on now and waiting at the planned activities?
Work is going on right now.
Yeah.
Join. So we get to a website, www.roots.sl. You could go on the website, sign up to be part of it. We they do road shows where we they roll this out. We they cancel them and also just really talk for see how we they spread this message. So it's not a message just amongst an elite few. I mean, I think that's back at the start of for say. It is initial group of civil society members in it. It's a wide group of civil society. You get voices from all around because we don't want as you mentioned, trust is an issue. People are not trust. They don't trust civil society. Yeah. So one way for let you be more trustworthy is for let people then see say you work not on any. You don't get any political quote-unquote master in mind. The only master we get in mind is alone, and as alone in better one. Now that they motivates we as citizens, and now that's really for motivates we as citizens. So let people then know exactly what they go on, so they can see say, okay, this politics will be different, and not a work. Let we try something different.
Okay. As we conclude, Alaji, waiting. I've been to talk about the symposium and the opportunities. Them. How could young people, get the information we don't talk about? Is it for do engagements in our universities and other public engagement them for later understand? So it could be decentralized as well, because most times we can talk about Tiana Freetown no more weekend. But how people even Jala, the people in Nabu, na other part na Makeni, na other part na the country could benefit and try the opportunities there.
Yeah, Lamrana, you've made a very good point, and it just sounds like say Yusuf na member of this association or executive, because na dande exactly we don't think about. We do not just want to, sit in Freetown, just deliver this message, but there is actually a plan. But first, so we get various medium and various channels who they use for promoting scholarships and give people information about them. So, of course, we don't. Before this time, we use social media platforms, we use Facebook, we use WhatsApp for disseminate information. But say there is a very strong power, you understand, in traditional media, going on radio, going on television. Now within our, you understand, an online media platform. So these are the channels where we actually they use. But we also get a plan for reach out to some of the radio stations, at least now the district headquarters, you understand, headquarter towns, for disseminate this scholarship. And of course, take her also to the university. I mean, now, at this time, we talk, the window for the Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship is open. But then later, by September, October, candidates go also, qualified candidates and go also the prepare for apply for the Masters and PhD scholarships. Which are they also very important.
Now, then the government, the Ministry of Education, Higher Education can announce?
Fine. So, for the Commonwealth Masters scholarships, you actually get what we call nominating agencies. So the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education now a nominating agency for the government. So in other words, the time when the scholarship they open, you understand, the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, they issue a notice and then they ask eligible candidates in for apply. But then it go interesting for note, we also get another nominating agency where for some good time, I think many people don't know. When a FAWE is also FAWE, Forum of African Women Educationalists. So they are also a nominating agency. In other words, they can put out a call and then go through a process. Then go through a process, screen applicants and then they nominate them. So I just want to clarify certain terminologies here. The Ministry of Technical and Higher Education and FAWE, what they can do now for nominate candidates. So after we then don't do the internal arrangement, then they nominate the candidates for the various programs to the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission at the UK. The Commonwealth Scholarship Commission now then they go now for select the applicant them. But one important message really I want for pass now that even in this conversation, I don't get out with the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Dr. Amatulai, that we need for support, we candidates them for send good applications. Because in recent times, what we experience now that nominations are being made by these two institutions, the Ministry and FAWE, but at the end, we don't get a lot more, you understand, or we don't get the desired number of candidates to be selected by Commonwealth. So this is why we've actually now decided that we are coming to the media and we'll actually be taking this, you understand, taking this to the various institutions. Various support. In fact, before this weekend, we plan for do like official correspondences, for example, for them public health program, they were don't mention, where they put down a list of all the institutions, whether a national public health agency, the Ministry of Health, you understand, Commerce, all the institutions, and they for let them safe help for cascade information. And similar things we want to do also to our colleagues, or working professionals or people that we eligible within the other parts of Sierra Leone.
Okay, Alaji, thank you so much for joining us. In case people want to get more information, how do they go about getting it? Okay, so the Commonwealth Alumni Association of Sierra Leone, we get to Facebook page. If you listen to this particular program now, you have to inquire about the scholarships, you can send and they. But we also get a lot of we colleagues them where they work in other institutions. Some of them are really popular names. Before even they come now, take over now this executive. People like the Marcela Sambas, you understand. We've been get one with other late colleague, Sonia Abubakar Jabi, we be working on statistics. These were the people that were running the association. All them people here, they're able to give resourcewful information to candidates. You get people like the Andola Valise, you understand, where they work with Dr. Naya is also a Commonwealth alumnus. All of these people get good information where they can give. But what thing we want now that people for apply. And then, but also, Lamrana, this application, like I don't say before, there is a tendency that people know how to apply. So we want for push and say apply. If you want to apply, you are motivated, just go through the process, go on the website, you add the instructions. If you need your personal statement to be reviewed, you need your research proposal to be reviewed, you can send messages to me and then we can actually take it forward. And I just also want to say that we Commonwealth alumni,
then they all across. The Commonwealth Scholarship is a very prestigious program. You go now, Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation, and the Ministry of Finance, Usaimi, we got about 4 or 5 people, PhDs, we don't benefit from masters. You go now other institutions. So if you they listen to this program, you did another institution, and you know these people who have benefited from the Commonwealth program. Now for go day, talk to these people, let them help you, and then
thank you so much, Alaji Abukome, President of the Commonwealth Alumni Association, for your time. Hopefully, young people are more professionals will take advantage of the opportunity and try. And we number will go up of application, and we get more people we will benefit.
Thank you, Lamana. And yourself, please not forget that MSc journalism. Diana for send to your colleague the lady.
Definitely, we will share them around, and people will try. Well, thank you so much, Doc. Finally, we're running out of time. But waiting citizens then for do for be part of this process. The message and the engagement they want to get for, is it going to be town hall? Is it going to be using the media or going to the universities and community engagement?
Yes. So we do town halls, we do community engagement, we do media engagement. We get meetings there, as I said, with schools, with universities, for let people that know exactly what they do. And when you talk to we run out of time, I just want for say we run out of time, we get natural resources. We run out of time for convert natural resources into wealth. We run out of time for see we better one. And anybody, if you don't fed up with extremism, you feel say you don't get any power for change anything or for show the love where you get for your country, you can join Roots. If you want your country, you want to be a shield, because you can see say something and maybe you party not they do the right thing, but you don't want to talk because you feel say, oh, let an officer they betray the party, or let and not see me as a traitor. But you have to talk the truth. So we they feel say if you really want for sure say you like your party, now where you they tell you party what the party need for do for change. Now that telling you they show the love where you get for your party, join Roots. So it is an open movement, a movement from every Sierra Leonean citizen, and they appeal to every Sierra Leonean we elect them country can join let we see how for change the country.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fredlin, for joining us this morning. So you can join Roots. Roots means running out of time.
Salon.
Yes, Salon is running out of time. The idea is, like I can say now, it doesn't mean because you support political party, for hold them accountable. If you don't ask questions, hold them accountable, you're not helping them. Because now until they understand, say, even internally, or the people that we support them, they hold them accountable and they ask them questions, then go try for do better. Because if we like the Kanawi area, they pick na SLPP or APCO. If you go hospital, they ask you for party card. If you send a picking go to school, they ask you which party you belong. If the school is good, we all the benefits. Where the load now I can find, and they show you party card for so before you load. When things are good and they're better, we all the benefit from them. If it's bad, few people are benefiting from it. Now plenty of we so far. So you can join Roots. Now an open movement. Everybody will be part of them. Thank you so much, Doc, and thanks, Alaji, for joining us this morning. We'll take a quick break. We can talk next to the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Dr. Henry Musa Paka. Continue for stay with you. Thank you.
With Rakbala Excursion 2026, they take we direct to Thailand. Lota Dedi, beautiful country, nice country, sweet country. And they tell you, they want the way don't work out with Dorim. No say they sabi handle and customer them. And Dorim, they give value for money. Rakbala Excursion 2026 to Thailand go be from August 15 to August 29. For just $6,000 no more, where inside there, you will get hotel accommodation, air ticket, airport pickup, and drop off. Then go carry go waka. Now all the fine places in Thailand. But I dey tell you, this is superb. Value for money. No waste time again. Call them now and make your booking and arrange how you want for pay. Call them now 099 009 249 or 076 578 448. No forget to Rakbala Excursion 2026 na Thailand
from August 15 to August 29 for just 6,000 normal. Thailand, we did a road, we did come.
It's Labor Day. After all the grind, stress, and queries at the office, it's time to ease your brain, laugh out loud, and feel like the CEO. Laugh and jam with Kingdom and my hustle will make sense on Labor Day, Friday, May 1st, 2026. Venue, prestigious Into Money Hotel, 7 p.m. Ticket prices: Kilo, 500 leons. Answer, 1,000 leons. I mean, table for 4, 10,000 leons. Adil, table for 8, 20,000 leons. You don't buy yourself plenty. Now come and laugh. No excuse. Media partners, Truth Media, and cooked by Eminence Africa.
I say, it don't make sense. I don't make sense.
Who say you come away you look glad so? Tell me sef dey laugh like I win Mercury.
Na the Mercury Red Box neighbor to we are comot. I go buy voucher for Cancy Dome win me daily thousands from Mercury, what we dey call King of Bonus.
Yes, so Mercury don't make we all pots dey boil every day. Me don't buy me own voucher early this morning, and nowadays na e-voucher me dey buy.
What's in that? E-voucher? How it and so?
E-voucher automatic where you pay for the voucher where you want. You dey give the Red Box retailer you Mercury online account number for make it send you voucher direct. Just like where you dey buy your mobile phone top up and then send the credits to your phone.
You already dey up to date with the e-voucher and me start and late. How me self go get chance for buy Mercury e-voucher?
Easy. Just go to your Mercury Red Box retailer, tell them almost amount of e-voucher you want, then give them your Mercury online identification number and it go send you voucher direct.
Wait, you say I for give me Mercury online identification number? Lord,
yes, ma. No worry. Forgive you online identification number. No mean say they go get access to your Mercury online account too. Just like when you give somebody your bank account number or your email address, no mean say they go able for take money na your bank account or open your email message there. Then go only able for credit your online account with the e-voucher where you buy. You forget say nobody no go able for go inside your account where you no get your password and other details there. And one more thing, this Mercury e-voucher service available all day and all nights.
This na good news From now, Tego, na e-voucher no more I go dey buy from me Red Box retailer na ya. I don't know say e-voucher quick and easy for update me account. So wetin me get for tell me other party dem buy e-voucher we no get waste them and why agba when you Mercury game them fitty fatter and then go pay you when you wanna.
Respect to all massive and crew. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. When me sing things like one, me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Yeah, be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie, and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is the batter. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Kokembu, me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make it settle. And then you jump beside, you don't dirty and more. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is the batter. Salon they go behind, who that now we go believe. But it's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. They all a thief, who that now we go believe. It's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. Sorry, sana, self say na so. It's the wrong side life, now we dey live so.
Welcome back. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9. We broadcast live from the studios na Ilkot na Freetown. We dey on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and welcoming we viewers them from across the country and the world, and also people who listen to in a radio land on 103.9 FM. And we partner radio stations them na Falaba, Koinadugu, Pujeung and Kailao. Good morning to everyone and welcome to the second segment of this show. I get the pleasure this morning for welcoming at the studio the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, the man who gets the responsibility for ensure say we get enough food and feed we save. Good morning, Dr. Parker, and welcome.
Good morning, Lamrana, and thank you for having me again from Budawona. Good morning.
Good morning. So very recently, the Chief Minister's office and the Chief Minister have been shared this. They put out the Ministerial performance contract report where the Ministry of Agriculture gets attained 100% in the things they want to do. And for let Fambulem understand, I want to just put into context waiting up in the contract, waiting and inside the contract, and waiting on a do for able to attain 100%.
Thank you very much for that question. I'm glad you for can talk about this with performance. The performance contracts now something where we start actually first year in governance. Actually, we sign the first set of contracts in front of His Excellency the President. This now being not only ministers but permanent secretaries, deputy ministers. Basically, some key areas of delivery where we say as government we want to do certain thing them, but we know say before you go able to get an impact, plenty thing in the in between where they out of your control. But you, as a minister or as a ministry, something then they where then go they under your control. So we say okay. Waiting at anything and they at least we know say waiting a year bit you don't do them before that big change, before that big impact reach, we not go there under your control. So really that have been the tenor of the contract. So things like I just get the the thing in front of me now. We get areas around cabinet conclusions, how many cabinet paper then you bring, we pass. Not only we pass, how many of them you implement. We get things around just agreement. We can travel Baku, we can meet private sector, we can meet other partners. You don't translate denting and they into actual agreements. We go better salon people them bambai. But the first place now first of all for translate that into an agreement and a Baku work, not too small work. I go give you an example. His Excellency has been traveling almost 2 years now, actually to the day almost, to Vienna. Then the people then pledge $800 million to the agricultural sector. Now, for translate that pledge into action, into activities on the ground, na boku work. And na boku meetings, na boku proposals, na the rights, na boku engagement. So all them follow-ups and the way need for happen, right? And some of them thing away go turn into actual live agreements. So some of them thing there's some basic thing them for run the ministry. You get leadership meeting, you get management meeting. Una don't send una budget on time. If una see na una work plan this, na una budget this. Una don't spend that. If una ask finance for give una, 5 million. Una don't spend the 5 million. Una don't send una pet from there. And then procurement issues for avoid corruption and just accountability and governance. If they make audit reports, then say una get lapses naya. The next year, una don't address then lapses then they. So those are all things where, as cabinet, as government ministers, we decide. The chief minister send out. We dedicate technical teams and they say, okay, waiting will be a target for your ministry. Waiting will be a reasonable target for money for raise for your ministry. Then you audit queries in how much if you say go able address. Right? Cabinet paper then how much if you say go. So we set then target then they. So across then target then they, then judge. You meet the target or you not meet the target. How much left? Right? So for we this year we meet more all we target them where we set.
How were you able to do that?
I mean, partly, I think part of it, by the way, the year before, I not bring any cabinet paper, not cabinet. So it's a matter of And so the year before, no, this report been there last year. Nobody not be get 100%. And I just tell me people that we had done a lot of work, but part of it is just the cadence of when them policy then they will need was not the right opportunity for push, and then the timing, right? So the previous year, we raise plenty money. Do other thing them, but we'll not bring cabinet paper. We get issues with audit queries and the big thing they will come out. So I just tell my team, look, this is not distraction. First of all, as a government, some basic thing that they will need for do for tell people and say we're serious about what they do. So we for do them, and then we provide the information. We keep the evidence. Part of it now. Sometimes they want to meet, we not get the evidence they want to meet. Una sign contracts, we not do on the proper way. So all in saying, so we keep with evidence, we track what they do, and provide the information and we then do then put it all together. It turn out say we meet all the things we will say.
So one of the indicators, or part of the contact is engagement. Citizens' engagement as well, and the field salon are the flagship for the government and the president. How much as part of meeting that criteria, how much engagement you able to get with farmers them for understand what's in the challenge as well and see how they could be addressed as part of the Feed Salon initiative?
In terms of engagement with farmers, I think it's the thing I enjoy the most and it's the thing I do the most. In fact, my schedule Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm almost always in the field if I day in the country. Now Thursday because Monday, Tuesday, plenty work, Wednesday cabinet. After that, I'm in the field. I'm in the field because they see what's in the farmer then they do. And then they impress you and then they inspire you and they give you solutions and they draw attention to the lapses they want to get. And to the thing the way we say we do, if we not doing it, we go see say it not happen yet. So on that front, plenty engagement. So more than close to half of my time now on with the field, farmers of all types, big, small, young farmers, anybody we say they do something, say can't go see. The other day I went to see somebody na Newton had and watermelon farm, and on one day meet her, I just paper I say can't see me watermelon farm. I went there, inspiring, and the person actually talk about how. The other neighbor farmer inspire and they're all inspired by the kinds of things that what we say we government want, let people then do. So that's very inspirational for me. And so for me, we make the engagement. It's we take all the information. And we work on the one that we able work on. And the one that we're able, we're very frank with farmers. Sometimes it takes, the thing they want to like now. This work actually while they go to the field. Support not to just government for agree something. Sometimes now for just advice, bring a technical expert who go advise farmers say, but how you do this, you maize the way you do the road and so not one so next time. If you do on the other way, you get better yield. Or by the way, usai you don't plant, if far for take if you say you do 400 hectares and a bike no more able kind you get for heart, you get for loss, you get for frustrate where you don't grow this crop. Then conversation and they not can get and some people they can just jump at this thing because President Bio Sailor will do them and people then really ready so that they just jump on them. So for just give them situate them first of all. Now big help on the spot what can happen, right? And of course the big thing and they can tell we need road now, we need bridge now, we need markets.
I think it was Kono. I don't listen one of the town hall. It was Kono with the one woman farmer tin up and ask her it wasn't actually a question, but asking for things them to be done. So within the report clearly specifically not mention the impact of their engagement there with the people they meet. But with your engagement with them, what are the things and where they come out and how do you address them as part of the broader initiative for Feed Salon?
Yes, absolutely. I think the thing that would come out from the engagement, we know some of them, right? You don't mention them, roads. And it's basically infrastructure of all kinds for agriculture. Now, one thing where they come out, any side where you go, and for me, this work I get beaucoup zeal, I get beaucoup optimism where they go out. But sometimes they go, you watch some side, you can only imagine if only they get good road. If only we build a nice big store now, so that they go bring them produce, so that they keep her, so that they not go take advantage of them. If only we set up a processing, we bring a private sector who can offtake and process, right? If only we put some, cheap, affordable financing for them for go to that next level. If only we bring insurance, everybody will get. So with all in here, we do them at some level. When able doing it at scale everywhere, where all the farmer they need.
Is it about funding?
It's largely about funding. It's largely about funding. Funding and timing also. Funding, we need, imagine if we say, now some side and they were going to Kono, we mentioned so. We do a few, by the way, this year we do 420 kilometers of feeder roads and bridges and culverts across for addressing with that issue here. But that's not enough. Some side in the way they go and say this road, are they glad? I say, oh, this road they pan this feeder. I say no, but that and then you're like, okay. So you solve the problem small, but it's just the magnitude of it is big. So you need and part of it with agriculture, the issues are stuck, and almost you need to do them all together for get that impact. You go make the road, but what you don't for make the road, you for make the store back. What you don't for make the store, if you make that financing available so that next year that person will be motivated or bring that processing. It needs to happen all at once. If any part of that chain they not happen, you will get some results, but it's not going to be optimal.
What's in the situation presently? Are we at a point to say they at a level where we say the things that we say all need for this, so access to markets, infrastructure, financing, capacity as well. We get any side where we say, okay, we don't able to address this at this point?
Yes, we move on. So take financing. Last year, we put $24 million in credit, both BSL, the credit facility, EU money, World Bank money, and some specific money winner for just woman farmer them. We hadn't done that before. We do that, Andy. You go tell me say not enough, but it's something. And now that money way big farmer they were able to take $1 million, go able to take them. By the way, the one that we don't take them, the big poultry, where go open that 22,000 and benefit from them. The only feed mill, poultry commercial feed mill within this country, then benefit from them. 2 young people them don't bring 10 tractor them and a rice mill. And the community and benefit from them, right? So this is not some of the impact then. So we get that and they go take 1 million maximum, right? Another one, we will take maybe maximum $150,000 World Bank matching grants. There's young people them, way across this country, we just say, you know what? We don't tire for go look for work. We serve the start farm business. We they do agriculture. We they do processing. We they add value. That back they plenty, we name plenty where we don't receive, we get for do big thing, where they do big thing and right now they make money, they call themselves CEOs in the business. So that's one area on the financing side. On the infrastructure side, we did finish 2 clusters. Actually we plan for do 4. We get one at Bond, we get one at Pujon, they get funding non complete for Cambia, and we bring one at Tonkolili. Cambia and Port Loco actually. Yanda, it's the one that we will get for done this year by May, June. It's about we get storage facility for maybe up to 2,000 metric tons for both paddy and milled rice. And then 4 rice mills and where they do normal mill and then one where they do integrated polishing, all of that. All in one location and all the services are one rice. Did it? Would you do that in the 4 side in the world on name? Would they do this similarly for cassava? Why would they do that here? Would they do them because government not going for able do all thing by itself, but would they do them for do a proof of concept? And what would do? Would they hand that over to a private sector who can run them here, and then go be the sort of draw where go pull the farmer they all within the area. Then we need for store them rest, we need for mill them rest, we need for take them rest other side them, right? Bag them, package them, sell them. Would they do that and so that we will begin for demonstrate that and if private sector come in and transform that place there and work with smallholder farmer and then bring the mill resin there, we could begin see progress.
How are you able to align, private sector, indigenous people, we get interest in the sector with, say, some foreign nationals or investment companies, we want to invest in the sector? Because I don't get Mustafa Katanaya the other day. He was talking about how, them people that come within into the sector can able as well go to the banks, the private sectors, and able access loan without just waiting for government the key. How do you align that?
An excellent question. The first thing we try to do, I think part of we do an investment conference end of last year. We bring international investors and meet about 40 or so private people that were this agriculture, including Mustafa Kata himself. We do that for precisely that reason, for establish this connection with them. And by the way, reports we don't do follow up. There are about 5 or 6 MOUs that people then sign, and when they actually work now for actualize something in between. Just like business to business, government commodity, will just create a platform. But for investor, big investor, they go come. Like then when some investor when come, then ticket size where they want for do now 5-10 million. For you able to put that kind of thing in there, you need to meet a private sector person way sober. So for one main goal where we don't take, and it's not actually from President Bio in SSF, a want for left farmer then when a millionaire then local indigenous farmer then when a millionaire then. You can engage with them privately. They call them and they tell them, and they talk to them about there are my own challenges and this by farming. But I know say if we all do them together, una go benefit from them, una go be the millionaire then, una go be the legacy, una go carry this. So that deliberate effort for we select them. And there's nothing wrong for select with indigenous Sierra Leonean farmer them for support them, let them go before. And ask them, say, this is not for your own personal gain, now for demonstrate. Now for let we show, say, this thing actually will make money people them from this. Now, 10 binde, you sabi this. Salon will come up a war, supply the 9 be give. Tea them big give small seed hoe and cutlass, all on there. We don't say we don't pass that end. We want let investments and they happen. I let people then deny they do investment, they make money. And we want to let them the statute now. So that way somebody can and want for partner. And people then they meet you boku. Say when I get person we get 1,000 hectare or we here at this caliber, we'll go partner with, we'll just joint venture. Then one now they makes it so much easier. So for we're very deliberate. We take them people then we support them, give them opportunities for make sure say then go come to that level there.
With the banks, where most of them they bank with, I know the Bank of Salon gets a window where they support them, but what's in the relationship of or the idea of getting the banks as well? Forget maybe a special loan for people, because agriculture, you go put money in a ground, you go take money, you plant, maybe things go bad. And you get for pay interest rates, you get for pay back that loan then maybe at high interest rates. What's in the idea of getting the banks as well as a private sector for supports the agriculture sector?
This is a good question, and we work on this. When I make me minister, I engage with the commercial banks then maybe 4 times in 1 year. Some progress on this, on then we don't actually demonstrate willingness. Not only willingness, but actually numbers whether they lend to agriculture for many reasons. And we agree on some metrics. Then for get an agriculture desk, we then get experts with Sabi Bodandi, therefore lend at affordable rates, the duration, all anything in the we get. I can name banks right now because we don't link money from partners to them. They don't, then they do them, but they don't increase their scale. Plenty. Both of the government affiliated banks, EcoBank, they do them, Vista Bank, they do them, some, another bank, I just forgot the name. They just meet me, they tell me their portfolio, where they come meet me and say, look, and I was shocked, and I'll be no. They say, since you don't meet we don't grow with portfolio. And they do it in many ways. It's under the fund agriculture-related contracts, under the fund plantations, under the fund people they buy and sell cocoa. These are all supporting the sector. That's all good. For this year, the biggest priority we will get with President Bioga now for established agricultural development bank. We're far gone in that process. This the money part of this pledge, or the table follow-up. We go back in Vienna. OPEC fund may make $250 million pledge to Sierra Leone. They don't already put 45 of that into the livestock project where they were active or don't translate. They don't put another 75 into energy for agriculture. Then another 75 into this cluster what they do in Cambia. And then this other 50 now for the bank. We don't write letter to them. We don't make a policy. There's a technical group now where they sit down for design the products then for this bank. And we push very hard, say by the close of this year, we can have that agreement signed with them so that we'll get a dedicated agriculture finance. And not to finance them, the thing I don't want to push all the banks them actually. We add insurance, man. We pilot insurance with UNCDF.
Yeah.
Great success. But if imagine a farmer, they take loan, they get insurance. First of all, the person they get the loan will get comfort, say. If, let's say, rain come or boku the place, but as long as they pay premium and they go able to pay, retrieve some amount of money, if any loss they go pay that loan back, they will be happy to do it. So concurrently, we will also push an insurance policy and see how government go able to subsidize or create another program. We'll go back then to things up. It's a big agenda, one of the biggest, if not the biggest agenda, we get for this year for feeds alone. And the reason for that is simple. Government, I don't name all the problem them. Government not get the money for do all.
Yeah.
So say I go do one part fine, but the thing in boku. Unless you get a dynamic where in a private sector where they see opportunities for make money, we can't address all that issue. Yeah, you not go able. So this is now one big way for attract private sector way. Like where they talk now, see somebody like Mr. Carter, then come. By the way, there is another lady where they do fertilizer. We don't do one for 15 years in Caris. He say, you don't bring one of the this investment. Then they do a fertilizer blending plant with one of the investors. Then we kind of somebody like that. If you take money in a bank, it start to do the building, begin. And then people now equity, then go get there, then share and all things in it. So now that's what we want to do, and that go make a long-term sustainable gain for feeds alone.
Talking about private sector, you know, one model and one thing we have been see the president now being going at the onion farm. You know, we PC been get some support for do. How is that going, and how then they don't be a model in terms of private sector involvement in the sector?
That a fantastic model. That they not just about onions actually for me. I see them because, as you know, PC and Sons, they are the biggest importer of onions in the country, and then besides say we don't want to do that anymore. We want to grow and sell and employ people them. And they start very small. Now, a long process. They actually start just before feeds alone for that groundwork where they be done really, I think, but it's part of the effort to say we want private sector then for come now the space now agriculture. That's what I mean. I'll be advised. This will be a big push. And by the way, from 2019, 2018, the number of people that were in a true private sector within the agriculture space, very limited. Now you can count lots in any value chain. And by then, one of the metrics and they would count for is how many private sector that wouldn't come across each value chain. So PC and Sons, outside and start very small, then begin do first of all experiments, understand this world, bring experts, technical. We government link them up with IFC. We've been keen for support them. First, then give them beaucoup technical support. Then do them first 5 hectares and then make me say agode. Then do 10, then do 15. Now they are doing 75 and then plan for 250 twice a year, right? In fact, harvesting for the happen right now for try for good and then for the staff for harvest.
They're supplying the market now.
They are supplying the markets now for the reason they make. And by the way, yes. Shelf life slightly different between the EU and we own. So they own about 6 months. The imported one will take more, but it's 20% cheaper. It's available. and at the same yabas. And the beauty about that, na big farm, the local people that Lokomasama, and then they hire women there. And we as government, they support them women there, they give themselves seedlings, they give PC and some small support, then they go do their own, then they learn from PC and Son, so then yields have don't go up. PC and Son start first, then they get 5-10 metric tons per hectare, then they knock 45 now, 50 now, right? The farmer they go back, they go up the one that they work with. They don't bring a big dryer when they dry now, so increase the shelf life, and they bag. Then they move now, and then they also do some maize. And when they talk for let them do cassava back, right? So it's a wonderful, wonderful story where they want to replace this importation of a lot of wheat flour for cassava flour as well.
How do we sustain, intervention like the one in day, especially with the markets we still they get imported. We can talk about poultry because there's a policy, there's a law where they not the finance acts about that, but a model like PC and Son, like what they're doing, how could that be sustained?
Actually, you don't hit on them. I think the first thing we'll do now as a government, carry them go, support them. Every time IFC come, we want for this person and go say, yes, this is our priority, a good, and then say do all the right thing there, and we as government will be in there. Now that make, this year I not go there, but last year I go there plenty time. I can go there for the harvest and all of that. So the first thing we'll do now for just support and let them really team up. And make sure say they are surrounding the VP help plenty for make sure say the land business he organize that inside and they for them people then they the community we serve as governments provide support. After that they will see they don't grab for let them grow na policy. That policy side we see they don't come to a different level. That the onions they grow, they come, then they push onto the market. We'll make sure say and they don't tell you that they say then go inform we with that time they reach. So we both pragmatic about them, right? With that time they reach, we'll put some import duty on onions. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as we want then they produce now, then they provide jobs for people now, and they supply, and they meet that demand with the for the product.
We already get it's an import duty, right? on eggs. What's in the idea of that, and as well, are we producing that much to a point to say we don't care how much they come, or we want to protect the local producers?
The poultry sector, especially for the layers, the eggs, are the ones we make bullish. But I believe say after this year they done, right? So mid next year, importation will be very minimal, and the reason is people they don't respond. What to make we jump our policy, we're not get any actually specific. So on the poultry sector, the specific intervention that we don't do. We support big feed production are the big challenge that now we can get. So maize cultivation, we don't give financing for let them bring big the feed mill them. We get one commercial one with the try for add 2 more to that. We don't provide that initial support, but we believe say because money did it, and this I am among the Poultry Farmers Association. They see money they SSF some of them all this credit facility what they talk about them benefits they don't expand, right? We're at the points where maybe with a well over 50% of waiting we need going to 60% with the producer now. I tell you not they know the way they can personally tell me, and then now they say, oh, we want to start to waiting government they do. Then they say, by the way, so this sour gonna Newton poultry. Another example, they are also the biggest importer of eggs in the country. 22,000. They just call me. They say, by the way, they do this year. Can't go see. Right? Now I tell you, when they do well, we'll get this credit facility and we'll put this policy in place. Another person come to me and say, we do 100,000 eggs a day. Would they produce some? We get your indigenous in Manesafa, do like another person said they do another 40,000. So every day there are new people where they can't tell me say. I think also we passed that my Shaka toll gate. There's another big one where they get 40,000 eggs per day. Where they say they do by June. So all of they can we like the policy, maintain the policy, help we now with feed, and everything. So for me, the rationale for that have been there are lots of ways.
Could we not have wait and we get them to a point. So like I think it was last year when the president announced the 1 egg per child, right? We for support the school
salon.
feeding, then feed salon. We never been on wait slow reach to a point to say like with the onions where you say when there is this assurance, say yes, we don't get to this point, then we put the
but probably not the right now the local eggs are cheaper as the imported eggs. Why make you the complaint?
The production they enough.
Production they enough. Local eggs they eat cheap. So probably not this. So the policy they work. So for me, as a student of policy, this one I fascinate me past all about how quickly the private sector respond to this and how it work as we plan. And sometimes they can make policy, they can backfire small. But this one they work as we plan them. And we monitor, we check, and that make us very bullish about that space. For say we set this, and the sole goal not been we want for make sure say for encourage them why they produce eggs, because waiting can happen. Nah, then can importer then can bring bokus, so then during some certain period then they just dump them. Right, so we want for make and we then dump them, they depress the price for the local producers. The challenge with it, so they say, oh, the feed expensive, then they still then they import maize, all of that. So say, okay, now small, we're not going to address all things one time. So some time can come where if they why I bring boku imports and they dump, then price they be more expensive, then they struggles more for sale. So time can come. Other thing can come where they don't ready for change, then fall them. This not the other the other segment of this value chain. We all them fall they don't lay egg. Where they don't for lay eggs. Something they for do the fall and people that they eat will not get it a good place for process done. If you do that and they farmer then go willing for even reduce some of the cost of the eggs because they know so they get for make money but they fall back where they sell them. Right. So now the next segments now they invest in now for make sure say down there. And we are far gone along. This new team poultry then just don't approach you say they want land because they want to do broilers now for expand. That's all they've asked for. Plus the policy and the longer some credits we don't set up. So now policy way to work.
Now one area we get a lot of private sector investments, even before the coming of the feed salon and the support zone around the gate. You talk about maize. And now one of the things in Nandi, then feed, how then they feed, they need for spend a lot of money for being that. And I know the last time I talked to the lady now, we get where they plant maize and all of that.
It's Kawan.
Yes, Kawan, Madam Kawan. How you try for expand, the ministry work on expanding on that, for ensure say be a direct support and provide feed for the poultry. Where, like you say, it's an area where they expand and a lot of private sector people they invest in.
Yes, we did one. We did one very directly. We know that we just say like this year we say the next 2 years we will do 3,000 hectares of maize. This livestock project $105 million when a part of the pledges then we come with President Bill from Vienna $105 million. We don't start that project this year. One of the first thing they would do if we invest in maize production. We also educate people and say cassava, by the way, cassava peel is another good substitute for maize inside the feed, right? We bring the know-how now for train people, and some people that already start for do them. Then another way, we also tell people and say some dual purpose chicken and the way the intensiveness of how you feed them. Feed cost is about maybe 30% reduced because they're free range, but productivity in terms of laying eggs maybe 20% less, but then they can also be broilers, so they are bigger as well. So we educate. Would they invest directly in the feed production? Would they still allow people then for bring maize because people they need them? All the people are we don't come meet me, we don't invest. Tell me say, well, first we bring first batch of feed, we don't bring this container of maize. So we say no problem because we know say I need right now, but we ramp up we save. So the credit facilities there they set up. Anybody who say I want for make feed meal, we they support them. Like this lady Sherilyn Khan, we kind of that then we support them for make it, now it move into feed processing for
the poultry sector.
For the poultry sector, for maize, the grows of maize, and then for feed processing as well. Many others in the way in this space as well because we want to be very deliberate. We know so now a need, now a gap, and we want to fill them.
The extension services supports with a need in that sector there as well. How much the ministry they help Because if we talk about production and people and they invest in the sector, you get people who they go into poultry now because other person do how many see there is potential in it, but which kind of capacity support they provide, to people them way they invest where they into poultry as well.
This is a good question. I think this is an area where we need to improve. But the good thing is the Poultry Association, they're the most organized. They sabi themselves. They sabi who side them poultry they sabi who that get waiting, they sabi who that sabi waiting, they sabi who that they help with waiting. So anybody where they come to me say they want to do poultry, I they send them to the Poultry Association. It's a closed community. Then get a WhatsApp group, then they meet, then organize, and then they help themselves. Then sabi who side the best feed they come on, who side the most expensive. They don't do all the math about everything within the sector, and we map them by we get a GIS coordinator. We say all them poultry. They will also categorize them big, small, medium, all anything. And so yes, we get expert there at the ministry, but not enough. And we need to expand. But the best place where they learn not from among themselves. And so anybody they come to me, they send them to the Poultry Association or anybody in that sector. Or adjacent, if you're maize back you want to do, if not feedback you want to do, you go really learn if you're not all the inside, when they fed the struggle. We farming is something where there's joy in it, but there is way if you start on wrong, any type by the way, the frustration go boku. But if you're not plenty, we go say if you do this, you go frustrate so not do and so. And that kind advice they more than extension self. We will kind of more go, but just somebody will deal with you inside where they move. Very powerful. And so we people then can send them there and then they get all the things they need. We extension worker then sabi them, then they work, but they're not plenty for cover everybody. So then they do, but we believe say among themselves then they help themselves plenty.
This flagship feed salon, the agriculture sector, waiting na the donor support at what level, if you can maybe give an amount, how much we don't receive, say in 2025 as a nation to this sector, how much as a country, how much we don't get?
In 2025, I can tell you, last year, so I don't talk about the livestock project. It's about $105 million project.
You want to launch a Cambia?
Yes, that was a political launch of it, Nakambia, 105 million. We don't start the PMU. Don't start for work. We get the we just negotiate this get for be about 75 million rice cluster projects. We're not Cambia, Port Loco, and this. We're still in the negotiation phase of this, but it will come to fruition. It will come to pass. We get another 45 million for cassava, where it don't pass the board from ISDB. This is the Boku lifting, heavy paperwork. So all from them pledges them where the president will go. So we don't actually come to fruition. So those are the new ones where they in the pipeline. They don't start. In addition to that, before the program starts, we've been getting the FSRP program. The FSRP program, a World Bank supported program, we about 150 million now year 3 now, 3.5 years. Then they really have been some of emergency support now for build systems, and they do plenty amazing things. The FSRP program support last year the president go release varieties for cassava, rice, and all that, and then support that. And we digitally map with swells across the country that then support that. And we bring some harvesters for support farmer them for harvest rest that then support that. And we do a digital farmer registration that then support that. And so the program we don't start, but we orient them small for meet then systemic needs them and a feed alone. We get, as we speak, we get a grain reserve of about 9,000 bags of rice right now in a Cambia FSRP that is support that. We get them as we speak. And with the hope say prices they not go up as a result of this war where they happen in Iran. But if they go up, now for some other reason, they will go release down into the market for pushing the price for as much as possible. And we try to build on that reserve. We get for build a food systems trigger, food crisis trigger, where they put experts then together and then do that. So that's FSRP, then the BD. Then we get the also the regional rice value chain project. We have been a $35 million project. Now, then they call the Toma Boom project. When about Toma Boom and that $35 million, that was there from 2019. So we just they do the irrigation work on a Toma Boom. Then we get the RIKE, another African Development Bank project about this is I think about 40 million. In back in 2020 a start. And they do then cluster then what I talk about. We don't the build, we don't go far. And we get Slaris project. We now been a $13-14 million project. We don't do amazing things. And we focus on the seed systems of the country. In back start before I come, but we just say, okay, you do seed systems. So for the past 4 years, when they import resin at this country, try to be import plenty. Now they also build the first lab, seed processing lab in this country. They don't build the first modern seed processing lab in this country. They don't do a seed system where they don't train 10 agodila them, provide them with support for make sure say we able clean seed from where they come up from the research, clean, multiply, clean and sell to farmers, and plenty other things where they do. In the pipeline, we'll get World Bank one for do something on cocoa, rice, and cassava. So those are from where me don't come as minister. Those are the main funding. We don't come up from partner that we're in this space.
I know government support they come in terms of budgetary support,
true.
And that they come at timely. Do you receive as the flagship program of the government and the president?
It don't improve, but this is not just a system, like a function of the system of how government works. But it don't improve greatly. The Minister of Finance and we don't send information say this year. We want for, in fact, we ask for more. We want for do 5,000, let them support 5,000 hectares just for rice. We don't send that information. They don't willing. We get 40 tractors that we don't come. We will get for put and deploy. We don't provide money for low pool. But government, it works like government. That's the biggest shock we make.
But that affects implementation and, delivery as well.
It affects implementation delivery. So then you can plan for them when you have long cycles, right? So if you say with the 4 or 5 years, say now, okay, now February 9 and they release allocation. For they say for us, okay, now the budget this, then end of January they release allocation. Then when that begins ask for the money now. But they go ahead and say this we want because the planting season we need that now, and they can accommodate that before allocation. But there's a system. By the way, if you not do one back, audit report can say, no, how will I manage to get this way, this, and not release allocation. It's just governance, it's just how that works, and it could be improved. But for them priority, then it don't improve much better because we're proactive with the Ministry of Finance and push them.
With all the project that we do highlight and government intervention as well, there was this support in providing, tractors or plowing machines for farmers, where government they do, and also financial support, right? Direct financial support. What's the status of that? Is still ongoing?
It is still ongoing. Some of them, I would say 40%, they don't increase their fleets, and they still do the business, they don't do others. 60% struggle.
Why are they struggling?
Because it's anybody who come to you say, would they apply for this thing? GUI, would they do and win a strong businessman there? They start for doing maybe 1 year, 2 year, then it just fall on the wayside because the idea, the mentality for they actually continue.
And the management of that is one of the things that flagged in the audit reports.
Yes. So it's a fact of it, and for me, it's a big lesson. So like I said, we get another 40 we don't come. we don't.
But 60 don't drop down along 60%, the line?
60%. Yeah, there are 60% struggling. If I what I don't just work with the military for let them take them one and we don't pay for repair. And also don't give up. So we don't hire the military engineering corps and then they repair the machine as we speak. Na Benguima. We don't work with finance for let them give them money. Then one day I don't tell all the district they want with them broken machine where they don't left. We don't pull on at.
But what the system, what the structure? Because if we invest in this, in constrained situation with finances, you go and get a system where if something at one part spoil pana, they will maintenance and before you just pack.
Well, yes, we gave them as first of all they sign a contract for it for say on our responsibility and at the cost this and for the pay on a yearly basis or quarterly basis as not they do the work. That still stands. Parliaments can call them. Some of them are paying. They pay small. But some of them, we poor, then left them, they not get the money for take and make them. And so, sometimes somebody start with 12 tractors and say 6 days now. Right? And the other 6 them pack. So me district agriculture officer, when I pull all the machinery the districts them, we pack. When I give the military. We give them low bed, they don't pack and they bring and they make them. And when they make them, we take possession of them now because they don't take care of them. The military, they use them for do some of their work, and we they take them for use them.
How much in your understanding that they affect, the sector? Because the idea was, I'm sure, it's to support.
They affect the sector huge. There's a bias. Some people come up. This worry they say indigenous people they come up and they're very where they come, where they talk to you. At that time, to be Minister of Agriculture. So we be on the periphery, they try for shape this, for make this kind of way. We put up nice thing for saying the criteria this. The criteria have been like, you for able, first of all, you forget money, you forget 10% of the cost of this thing for letting give you, and then additions on running cost. You can't say, hey, this year, the season they go, unable, get that money, they solo put and down. We can't, the season they can just get them the thing first, we get them small fuel, let them start the work. When they start now, then we'll get the money and go to pay. At the end, once you start like that, and this not to anybody in fault to, as a lawyer with it, this is how people will hold up.
But we holding people accountable for this.
We're trying very hard. Parliament, they call them so they don't begin pay, and I mean we don't take the one in at the hand, and this batch we don't come, the other way not perform, they no go get her.
So what's clear is 60% of the tractor they pack, they're not workable.
They're about. I mean, I don't do the exact math, but that's my guesstimate.
But plenty of them.
Yes, I can tell you that.
And with feed salon, how tractor very important, right?
Tractor very important.
Where do we sit presently with feed salon? Before you answer that, I just want to read. Now. WFP Salon them website clearly did this. 78% of people in Sierra Leone are food insecure. And we don't talk about all the other things we don't happen at the sector. And one of the key pillars of the Feed Salon initiative now for ensure availability, access, and consumption. With challenge like this, who side the Feed Salon initiative of this government and President Bill they presently?
Excellent question. And I'm glad we start with the WFP report. One of the main things we don't try for really distill. We don't put out the 1 year, second year report today, but we don't try for distill. Waiting, we go whole. Or say, we do, this we don't do. And affordability and availability of food, now one area. You will not get shortage of rest in this country, both local and imported. And in fact, as at the end of December last year, the local rest with the trend they closely follow imported rest. In some places not the same. In Cambia not be the same, in Bona be the same, we end up. Food inflation, food price, and they drive inflation generally, down drastically. The BFP 78% food insecure waiting we the measure as severe in food security. There's a technical issue about
the
technicality they explain to we well the food insecurity now mostly about the price and somebody in earnings and all of that. Where severe food insecurity is about really the availability. That they done the day. Well, then they drop. That same report to each from 28% last year, 2024, to 13%, 2025. That same report, right? Now that is the key thing within the watch, right? And so on that metrics, affordability, availability, we're seeing gains. We're seeing a trend in terms of affordability, where the price they can down, it trend down. Availability, right now, if you go, I tell you, we have a food reserve right now. We will not get any pressure for push out. Right? The other side, take import numbers.
Don't reduce?
Yes. Import numbers don't. I can tell you, I have them here. Total imports from 2020. Let's just take 2020 to 2025, 10% reduction. But last year, take rice, right? From those 2023, rice imports 163 million. 2024, 155 million. 159.8 million. In our board, 2025 end 160. These are numbers, 160 million, right? And this now, even way they reduce imported rice price, way people they bring boku, right? Onions, 2023 6.9 million. It go up 2024, but it can down to it go up 12.7 million. It can down 11.67 million. 2025, right? We export cocoa, jump a whole 20% to 104 million. So on those metrics, the thing that we matter, what we say we want for reduced importation. There we're also seeing gains. On private sector, for like Canada space, because eventually now then Gefo can continue for do this. I can count on in the rice value chain, we have made a lot of private sector people where they make money. The one person, in fact, Mountain Lion, they don't do it for long, but they don't decide say now, then they charge the same price where imported rice they bring at this country. We get another big private sector where they come up and where they do big scale rice, even before we done irrigation work. We come to the poultry space. Boku private sector that don't come where they do egg, broilers, layers within at the space. So on that front, we they make boku impact.
So if we are producing enough, what's in the policy for let we get like what we do with eggs? What's in the policy for let we get more of them rice here? Now we market as against imported rice, because if you check, if you walk out from here to Wilberforce now, you check now the stores them, you see a lot of imported rice.
This is very true. In fact, one of the data I they show you, we did an analysis from district to district, the convergence between the imported rice price and the local rice price. Interestingly, Freetown, there's a big gap between imported rice and local rice, where the local rice price much higher, whereas in Cambia they are the same by December 2025 they don't come. Both small difference, they less so in Makeni as well, right? That partner
is it about accessibility?
It's accessibility, it's transportation. People don't know I'm pulling out. If you go Cambia today, you get rest boku where they people then they sell. You go now bonds, rest the boku where people in the sell. So that's it's just that. And I mean the rest problem it's tricky, but it's very interesting. I can show you, I mean I can share sometime we can make it a proper way for viewers for also see this information. But you can see there's a trend. The local rice price they follow as the imported rice price they follow. And this gap here they close as we see, right? We did our analysis. So I think we still need for support quite a lot with local rice farmers. And for me, this is not the biggest thing and by the way, we're not talking about the war in Iran.
Yeah, so they can talk about that. Yeah, we can talk about how much should they prepare. But I just want to get the understanding.
Yes.
Like where the ministry, I know it with the policies and waiting on how they do. When I get 100% in, performance contract, the medium-term national development plan, what been the reduction, one of the core, objective of the feed salon is accessibility of the people. So if we talk about the ministry getting 100% score in performance contract, and people go still ask, but we still not get access to local rice. And it is
understandable for the people still ask that because the metrics, I explained the metrics just now. There's a lot within we control, or we not dinner we control for let local rice meet them. But the one within we under we control, in the measure we. And for example, on this rice case now, okay. At the beginning of the year, you send your report to finance for let them give you money. You prepare, you work plan fine. You follow them. We say yes. We do on the evidence day. We go do all land though, but sometimes rain go kind heavy. Then the farmer in crop fail. So eventually, rest not go meet the farmer, the people then at the market. You go say, "Na me not do me work." Well, some people go say yes, I mean not do me work, but me go say, well, look, the work on me work for that I do, for do A, B, C, D, where they under me control, I don't do one.
But you get an objective of doing what you don't do A, B, C, D. The impact you want let there be the impact.
Of course, I want let that. In fact, I want to let it be the impact. But it just so happened that not to all of the impact components they under me control. That's just how it is.
Okay.
Not to all of that.
So you're just saying if people are not get local rice in a store or they're at the table, that is beyond your control.
No, I'm not saying if they not get. I have a role to play in it. I have a big role to play in it.
But it's in
the one where is my big role to play, I play vehemently. I play with every fiber of my bone. When I'm on part for play, I do it. I don't leave any stone unturned where it can't down. The part we not to me on. It's not. It's a system. To one. It's a system.
What's the fundamental challenge where with your time in this sector, you don't notice say is a problem because if you read the president's vision and objective, even I've been watching a video where they explain from where go Vietnam, where go na young farm. Is the idea is how do we feed ourselves as a people? How we realize if I go to store, I will get local. Famous. The former minister of youth, they do get local product then in place. How do we get places like that? So we go and get the local product. I'm sure that the vision and objective of the president.
Yeah, it is the vision and objective of the president, and government has a role to play. So do the people. Government has a role. The people then get a role for play. We can always that the government part, of course, now government minister they are now so now they talk to the press government minister in your role. But we can forget. We can talk down. They say make all thing now put on a government head. Wait for talk. Say in fact the feed salon really is a call.
But we don't talk about the people. We don't talk about private sector involvement.
I know they're part of it. It's not true word. But I'm saying feed salon are a call where president make for say you. If you able get small backyard, you able grow pepper day. If you get garden, if you get swampy, you grow your own rest, you go able eat them. Government is not going to be able. No government, nobody, any government who can say them go do them, they will not be speaking truth to you. You have to play your own part. Press government for let government play your own part. We can provide the right seeds, the right technology, the right environment, financing, training, incentives, policies. We can do that. That's our job. But then the rest left for the private sector, the individual, for letting themselves take them. So the gap between when I say 100%, but then we're not this year. That's the gap.
The involvement of the private sector, waiting people
private sector of people, but government policies, government position, government processes. We're pushing it towards that, but there's that gap.
So what in you? I mean, I asked earlier. What in you think is the fundamental problem? With accessibility, especially if you do your own part, providing the support, there is production. And accessibility is still a challenge. What do you think is the problem? And now that
on the rice front, the fundamental problem is competitiveness. Competitiveness meaning somebody who left now Vietnam, he still grow rice, he puts on a cheap brand and he able to sell and cheap pass we own. And lots of reason there for that. Outside they do but that time they don't reach to that level, they don't subsidize them beaucoup, then research, beaucoup. Yeah, we still the yield and still low. That's a fundamental problem. Yield and still low. The input cost them still high. Now we talk about fuel they can't go up. We say tractor na diesel they run them. Fertilizer. So inside the fertilizer price don't begin go up 16%, 20% since this war don't start. Pesticides, right? Labor, right? So by the time you still there at that low yield and then you cost them, it makes it harder for make you able to produce. So, and we as a people, and for general welfare, we dey postpone we long-term goal for, let we say, be rest self-sufficient by saying, well, bring rest for people that are hungry and they want for eat and bike man and they, all that. This not so that happens. And once you do that, every time you do that, you make the climb a little bit steeper. Like why they say, you say no, we not for even put the import by the egg, we for doing like wait first or like I not put
no, I was just asking, I'm not saying that.
No, just it's that no, but it's the same scenario.
Yeah.
We can't do that in rice because rice, say is very I believe in me technical head that this is a smart policy for put an import duty on rice and push the investments in the sector for a certain period of time. We'll go see growth and we'll go pull on. In my fiber, I believe it's the smartest policy we can do. Can we do it? The pressures them plenty. We can't because what you do and the price get for go up. Nobody no one see price go up right now. Nobody want to let that happen. So you have to take all these things into consideration. Now a system, there's a feedback loop that comes. And when that hits you, you understand, you take a step, you say, okay, we could be going at 600 or 60 miles an hour, but we're now going at 30 miles an hour for reach that destination because we get this other blocker then at the road. And that's fine, as long as you are making progress. And at that progress, they are begin tell you about, when you say, what's we day? Food day. No one say no day.
Yeah.
The price they go down, it's available. In fact, when they see people and they produce and they package and they make out. But the scale need to be big quickly for match the importation where they come. Would they attract private sector at this place? Then they can then they see the opportunity. And as then they come with the cajole and give them all sorts of benefits for letting can they encourage them. Right? Once you do that long enough, then we can be at that point where sometimes we educate to people and small say, hey, by the way, we don't solve this onion problem now. Now local, when I see how do look egg back now, so do now locally. This rest
so
back.
Systematic.
You know, now see, I'm reading a book about systems thinking. It just broadens my horizon because sometimes the problem you just take one angle, but the system has a loop where the feedback and everything is related. We'll take one, you left the other one. It doesn't work. You have to watch it, see a heartbeat, see how they play, and see, okay, I don't see now, so now the rhythm this, go with that rhythm and see how you able to move on forward. And that's what you have to do. Otherwise, something breaks and you can't fix it.
In this supply chain, in this sector, Usai, in your estimation, assessment, where are we doing better and where are we doing well presently? In feeding salon.
In feeding salon?
Yeah.
I think we don't talk eggs. I think we're doing very well. Cassava, we're doing very well. I'm very also bullish about cassava for industrialized cassava. We're doing well. I think now we begin see people then this processing of lots of different things where they kind of market. It's really fascinating, right? Of all sorts, right? Whether rest now, they really meet. I get beaucoup packages in my office with and cocoa, we're doing very well. Coffee, we're doing very well. People then they really with coffee. There's coffee couriers, there's house of beans.
With exportation as well, with coffee?
Some exportation, but even the...
What is the volume of it?
The last number I saw, 2024 was about 11 million, I didn't say, from BSL, export of coffee.
And there's a potential, right?
There's huge potential. But we're behind big powerhouses. But we're seeing people add value, process, package, and put on at the market. Across, you don't just talk about Famos. What he's doing, it then fall and where they don't lay egg down. Now it take to them people then can make them fish. That's another sector where they come up.
Yeah.
We got
I see that is expanding a lot.
It's expanding where they come up.
I see both school gets. I see there's other school in the peninsula where.
Yes. So it's those are things that are coming up that really for me is exciting, and they are, by the way, pioneered by individuals who see the opportunity. It will take you get forget some outsized personality or individual interest with a private sector for drive a lot of them here. Government, we for watch that system they carefully and see how we will push with support for maintain the balance even as we go. And that's what we're doing.
So presently, the world, we all see what's in the happen with fuel, the war and how it affects fuel. And fuel can impact a lot of things. We talk about, and they begin remember about how the ship then they carry its rest and all that stuff then they. What's in our approach, in situations like that where as a country for be self-sufficient and able to address we on demands them.
So now just this week, we begin to think about this, and today we get a meeting with His Excellency the President, the Presidential Council meeting on feeds alone. We put this now a central question, or they put, and I'm glad we don't keep we records with the right reports, we collect data a day for no Osawi day, because if this thing continues, so all the number then the way they talk, that severe food insecurity could go up, prices then go begin to go up. Fuel, we see fuel go up, all things they go up. You like bill now they go up. You give up pay people them. You transportation costs they go up. The cost of production for anything they go up. Essentially, right? And so we own approach. Obviously, we don't know how this war they pan out, but we know say prices they wouldn't go up then sticky for candle. That's number one. We want to be we say we able for grow that we reserve all the talk about for produce enough rest, for encourage plenty people then for just grow and rest so that then localities then get chop for it in case this wire stretch and then shipping lanes and block. We want for say we don't put the effort in now, and luckily in the planting season where they make their decision and they and that enemy get for put forward to the Presidential Council and the President was saying that and so we for plan and ready. Now we expand how much we will be successful to cultivate, and now we encourage more people them and make them flexible, and now so that by next year we will reap the harvest. We don't know what's going to happen next year, and a match with the force.
In terms of food security, are we secured presently?
Well, I mean, yes. I think there is a lot of. I go recently. I was in okay, no, I go Banana Island, small island. With this long holiday. The amount of food where they fruits, banana, these just they hang at the waka waka. Just they people then they pick and boil, eat cassava. I go with the Minister of Internal Affairs, the military, the waka around. So food is there. I mean, if the rest they talk about, we have, but yes, there's a huge part will depend on the importation where they come. But now then local community then, we then get their own local rest, then get them, and we try to make sure say then stay there. I know we get meals them across the country, and then they show me everyday videos them where then the meal rest, where they still where they not do nothing. Some people then they. One guy do the biggest farm that's on Kolili last year. In rest just park, it just start from Milan. And there's stories like that everywhere, right? So I think in terms of availability of the food, you get for the sometimes you get for increase because now for Milan you get for pay diesel, then the price go up. For Pulan Grand markets you get for go up, but the availability of the food is there.
As Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, the food security part, you are assured Sierra Leoneans say they shouldn't be worried. We secured with food.
Yes, we're very. In terms of waiting we need, I think this is like a combination of me and trade. Trade usually will tell us we get 6 months of rest, 3 months.
Yeah, I think
of
I say 45 days.
45 days of rest. Yes, 45 days of rest. Plus what we think we have. Yes, those are the numbers we'll tell people. But it's a very rough estimate because when I go around, I see in these communities they have food. And they can grow. We're not talking about potatoes, we're not talking about cassava.
Yeah, I see. What's in the idea of, Alpha Khan, the presidential spokesman, he did last year I get he say it encourage people to begin eat potato. He say potato very healthy and he go harvest them and he was showcasing it. And I see yourself, Simon, you can please show the video. You they do some there was a video I seen on a Facebook page on cassava. They promote them. What the idea behind it?
The orange flesh sweet potato, I'm sure now Alpha Candy talk about. It's actually quite good in vitamin A, addressing vitamin A deficiency. It's very delicious. It's very, very good. Cassava also, we have yellow cassava. We also they do the same thing. For cassava, we want for industrialized cassava. We want to go beyond Gary. I think that video where they show is really about that. We
Then
want
a packaging.
Yes, packaging. Yes, it's very. This is a bowl. I went to this, and then we get side. I don't eat cassava ice cream.
Oh, really? Nasalo,
Yeah, Nasalo. 2 weeks ago, they make ice cream with cassava. Of course, cake and all that. And now, then people do it.
Okay.
Nice, beautiful birthday cake. Somebody in birthday, they say that cassava. The lady came to me, show me. We have recipes for cassava where they do all sorts of stuff, right? And so, yes, waiting Alpha Can they try for do, and we for try for do this. It's a campaign where we for wage for let people then use lots of alternative, good for we dietary diversity, as they can call it, good for we all. And let we all try, let we all push them. What you are not saying a hat for do.
Yeah, right? For change.
For change.
We don't used to the rest.
We don't used to the rest. Yes. where I go school in America, my host family pull one parable and say, one me students be the way I host, the first way you do, he begin talk like the American and they begin dress like the American, but we come by the chop past, not change that. So he not change that. Yeah. So now ask me, so who's you want to go? Which restaurants you want to go take? I say, I say who's in this area. Yes. but the story. So for me, I know say a hat, and I actually believe say for move from 2.37 hectares tons per hectare when I would now power rice yield to 4. Yeah. Easy. Pass for convince you say left for either a small each other thing. Yeah. So we'll do both. But I know it's a hard thing for do. But we need them for reduce that dependence, our dependence on rest. And in huge, 2025 numbers is 160 million imported in rice.
Now we spend for import rice.
Yeah. 160 million.
Talking about rice, I remember the last year I was here, you talk about, let's just watch this video quickly. You talk about Tomabom, and we can take them up from that point. Let's just watch the video quickly.
By January, we will see this by God power. They don't produce rice, it's beautiful. Then get forget maybe 5 tons per hectare. Now drone then they use for apply fertilizer. In a small pilot, then do on 600 hectares for them pilot. Near also they do the irrigation. So then, because we don't make this move, then this is say yes, when this year succeed and poised for can't take them up.
What's the timeline of the Tomabom project?
The timeline, the project they end supposed for end December 2026. Me believe say this year with this dry season they come between November now, December, January, February, March, we'll get 1,000 hectares of irrigation done.
So you believe say in January they begin
1,000 of that irrigation they go done. But even before that irrigation they don't have to tell you so. We get forget rest from Tomabom because we don't set up this mechanism.
When will they begin to get
January, February we they mill that rest day. Private sector person we don't candy. When I go see them, I don't want for unveil and secret. They not tell me for talk. Okay. But then serious. And then very serious. I don't go see. I don't see them. Then bring expert them from Egypt. Then rice variety. Then good. Then they show me picture them every day. Waga for go Tomabom, I go show to people that let them see. But then they get for commodity. Even with or without irrigation, I they tell you so. But the irrigation construction, me believe say 1,000. Now the commitment down the way, the contractor don't give me, and then they will hold on to.
And then they go be completed by January.
No. By the next dry season, where the opportunity there for plant rest.
Okay, Mr. Minister, what's like Tomabom then? I don't begin get the rest.
Yes, this let me Tomabom question on every time I can at the radio. I was in I don't go to Tomabom already 2 times this year. I had to go there again this March. I had to go there because I make that pledge, I make that commitment on the irrigation side. The private sector will do the rest. I go there last December we harvest. They produce. I think they have about 600,000 bags of rice. The mill where they want for move for come got stock. They come, they say match. Well, I go the last and say they can't match. For let them mill the rice. But we harvested. There's pictures of images of me on big combine harvesters where they harvest the rest, they put them. I will share that video with you. And And so that's still going to happen, and they don't start.
But the rest not available yet.
Not available yet, correct. Then specific rest. Then you.
But the Tomabom rest
no, this specific private sector.
Oh, where you mentioned.
Well, I mentioned not available yet. Last year in our Tomabom, we did about 3,000 hectares of rice. If you go to that area, they rest day right now. The road for Tomabom, so the rest not like not then kind side working go there. Small local farmer and they cook rest. They invite me for eat. We don't give anything. So rest day the way then they eat. Then why I've been talked to because they're serious. And the commitments where we give them say for work with not to make the rest when I do one like just ordinary people they already keep an eye because people didn't ask me too much with the rest. So I say una they sell una rest na free to let people then see. And I still the commitment and the way.
Is there a timeline to that as well? When the rest they will come?
They don't tell me say them rice meal they come in March.
Okay.
We can in March, then the meal. I mean, I'm going to Tomabom before this month done. Maybe I will invite if you get somebody come with you. Let us go see this rest where they don't produce and waiting and they already continue for do. Last year they do 600, then they do 2,000 this year. They don't already start. They start well ahead. I mean, they did in January and late in mid-February as well. They don't already start. I go there. On the contractor front, the timeline for me still stays. That timeline was the next opportunity for the 1,000 hectare irrigation. It should be after October towards the end of this year. Where rainy season done, and then they go to prepare again for plant rest.
Okay.
I will still push them for that. That's what they've told me, and that's what I'll push. While I go there, I see progress. Progress still need for kick and go much faster.
So far, you satisfied with the pace of the Tomabom project? You know when you talk about agriculture.
No, I'm not satisfied.
Why?
The pace too slow. I don't think in a way we're not the under me control. We are not like.
Who that they control? Who that?
Well, we've given like for example, this private sector person is a private individual. They don't do the analysis. Then order for let them milling machine come. It got stuck. So it's not under my control, it will come. The irrigation work, there's a contractor that has it. There are terms to this contract, how for do and what you know for do. After they don't do work, they ask for the money, then pay them money, it's donor funded, all those things. So until they give them money, there's delays, contractual issues. That's not under my control. It's contract giving is being implemented. What I have to do, what I think is under my control is to go there, put her under pressure for say you need for deliver for the people. Then you don't take contract, you don't sign contract, you for deliver, and then they expect we all for deliver, and that's what I do. I go there and I don't go there already 210 this year. I go there again this month.
There is a Cambia aspect of this project as well, right?
Correct.
What's in our status?
Cambia, there's a rice mill there, Mambolo and Kichum, where they work with the mill rest, and then because Yana the riverine, and then they support farmer them for also grow rice. We've been doing that every year. This project at 2020 start. 2020.
Yeah.
We've been growing rice there every year. Then they produce them, then they sell. Cambia, second largest producer actually of rice, if not the largest for the past 2-3 years. They produce boku, which no more than they sell boku to Guinea and all of that. But that's also happening.
Yeah, so because it's closer, it goes to Guinea and
then the people they come early on, give them small money or fertilizer so that by the time they go the rest is bonded and then they can take her.
And you don't have control over that.
No, I don't have control over that as well.
but that they affect.
I wish I had more control over a lot of things.
Before I take some questions, there's some questions actually. Possibly let you respond to them. But there's this semblance of, I see you and the Minister of Internal Affairs.
Yes.
Namaboka.
Yes.
The other time I don't see you and the Chief of Defense Staff.
Yes.
I think it was in Cambia or so.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the idea of the institution there? Because I read the report from the Ministry of Internal Affairs there. It says they want to see how they go produce for themselves and feed people within a correctional center. Them.
Yeah.
What's the plan to that?
This collaboration is fascinating, especially because they don't go far. The Chief of Defense Staff. Chief of Defense Staff is doing 6,000 hectares of rice this year. They have already planted 500 hectares of cashew. They have some livestock, what did they do? And the zeal that he has for doing here, and they just do it. They they have a new unit where really commercialize. There's a name for it, where that is a corporate entity. And part of it is they want the military to be contributing to building the society. And one way now, first of all, you start with feeding yourself. And the amount of money, I think the force is $36 million of rice, and I know more they go to them. They want to demonstrate to a certain point, say, look, we don't produce plenty, so when I give you this money upfront, that's the conversation I'm having with them. We can support you. You produce enough rice to feed yourself, you demonstrate that, then ask for that money upfront and scale. Same thing with the correctional service. Correctional service, there are two things to it. One, because we want they have a policy around rebuilding, reskilling inmates. One that we don't left small time for commot, give the opportunity for reskill and even opportunities for earning. So having a farm where they can work there and pay and then get rest, harvest, all of that is one way to do that. And labor is a critical issue that we have in agriculture, and they can really do that. So for me, these collaboration, these are some of the things that we want for left and institutionalize.
Is there policies to the aspect
well,
of
the
it
military,
as well?
the military they have this unit that is corporate. So they will go after and they will do farming. We support what they give. It's small compared to what they're putting in themselves. One has to be honest about that. But it's fascinating. It's exactly about what in feeds alone one low we address. Right? And so all lengthy they happen. And so that's what makes me excited.
The president's being announced, 1 egg, is it one egg per child, right? And we see the BFP, they support some farmers for produce rice for support the feed salon. And I see the ministry as well been recently give some rice on have been received to the Ministry of Basic Education.
Correct.
So waiting on a level of involvement and contribution to the feed salon, the school feeding program.
Feeding. So the WFP, we don't mention another point of we as Usa Udepa Feed Salon. WFP is the biggest feeder of food in a school feeding program in the country for the longest time. And up until last year, 90% of the rest within the feed, they'll be the importer. Because of we direct intervention where we support them for organized smallholder farmers, mostly women, give them seed, mill them, rest, bag them, then reduce that number from 90% to 60%. And this year I would hope so to go even lower in terms of how much in the imports and replace them with local rice. So this rice reserve we talk about will get 10,000, the BFP get about similar, where as a result of we direct intervention with them for feed. So we're doing that. On the 1 egg, 1 per child, with the pilot and with the local pilot areas, it's a very complicated thing for actually implement because of safety issues around eggs and all of that. But with the model we look at now, and maybe this is not a call, a private sector way go be patient with government, then say, okay, you know it's in, we go take their egg here, supply the kids, where government get the money, pay we, and that one. We don't work with some NGOs, and so by the way, it's happening in small areas, but one for do at enough scale. It's already happening in some schools and don't.
So is it every school picking they get 1 egg?
No. We're going to pilot it. We're going to pilot it first for like. It'll be very expensive for every school picking get 1 egg. It adds about a good 5, 6, if not 10 cents per the feeding cost, which is a lot. Per program where already they struggle.
So what's not the idea of them? Is it 1 egg school picking and they share them?
No. The idea is for children 3 to 6 years of age, maybe 2 or 3 times per week, can get an egg. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In selected schools or the pilot.
Okay. But you say don't start.
In some areas, individual schools are doing it.
Okay.
In these individual schools are doing it because they don't grow and get poultry. In this project, we don't start. We get for established poultries in some areas. We will use that for let them feed in schools. But one for them in a systematic way, in the way where school feeding they happen at that scale.
Okay.
That will take some time.
Let's take a quick question then. This one says, how is the government managing the high debt to agricultural spending ratio to ensure sustainable funding for the feed saloon agenda? With what is happening in the world presently, what is the level of our food reserve? What the volume of rice that we have in case there is any problem with the importation of rice? Another one say, as citizens, we should be supporting agriculture. We should farm in our communities, not only involved in politics. Okay, and then somebody they comment with what you say. Another one say, can the ministry publicly share the data, including comprehensive list of local producers and locations for each agricultural product? Somebody they asked that question there. Another one say, Mr. Minister, one challenge farmers in Kafo, Bulom and Lokomasama is that PC and Sons do not want to sign MOU with farmers. How can you engage PC and Sons to do this? And all we do is to provide security for them. Another one says, what's the current volume of importation of rice in the country? And I think you did not mention that, and the percentage of its reduction, as you said. Another one say, one thing for performance targets to be set and assessed internally. That's important. It's another thing for external actors, namely the people of Sierra Leone and beneficiaries of the policies and programs to set and assess ministries' performance targets. That should also build trust with citizens. Are government ministries willing to subject themselves to performance assessments from the people? Well, the minister go mention that. Another one say, the final one I'll take. Dr. Parker, thank you so much for your explanation. There was a registration in Kailaun last year to encourage farmers that Rukel Commercial Bank was to disburse the said money, but since then, nothing happened. Were you aware of the registration? A lot of questions. Maybe let's see if we can take some, and maybe after the program, you can go through them and see. Another one say, access to market is still a challenge, especially for people in remote communities like Falaba and Koinadugu district. The government needs to pay attention to potential areas where agriculture can help with our GDP. Let's take one and the lady minister respond. Mr. Minister.
Yes. Well, Famode, I tell you plenty thank you for the interest and for the question. I'll not get the first one. High dependency spending. What is that?
On ratio, he was saying. Let's see if I can. Well, you can go to the other one.
Go to the other one. Yes. On food reserve. I don't know. I think there are two ways to approach that. One, like what you say, I think the Ministry of Trade has how much imported rice is available. We then get with the track. We can give you a number of days before the next import come. And by the way, 45, 60 days, that's good level. That's enough time for another batch go come, all of those things. And as far as we know right now, maybe prices then will go up, but decide and we they bring rest, they are not affected, the channels are not affected. There's that side. There's also waiting in at the local communities. Right now is peak time where rest available.
You get a volume, a number of?
It's hard to, I think last year we produced, by the way, March 15 we produced this number for actual, yes.
I must commend you for the monthly report I can see you put out.
Yes, yes, it's very helpful. It's a management thing. We want to tell people what we're doing. We want them to expect it, and we want them to push it out. I push my people. So now someone say it under my control. So I will make it happen, right? And if they grade me, I will get 100% per but no, all jokes aside.
You were talking about the volume, almost we produced
the volume.
Last year.
Yes, how much? Yes. So we increased yield from 2.13 to 2.37, and I think area we're about 600 and I think about 1.4 million hectares, 1.4 million paddy. is what the data will not validate it. I mean, I can't give people them.
Okay.
But for 2025, that's what was produced. Not by government only, but everybody in the country on we annual. The other thing what they try for institute. Now March 15 every year we get for produce we annual production and yield survey for all we key crops. So I just the sort of tee this up now. This get for come officially. That report they come on. Last year we produced one. This year and I want to make them predictable, just like the monthly report. This now an annual yields and production survey for key crops.
Okay.
The draft where I don't see 9 for rest, 9 they show me, and the 1.4 million metric tons for paddy. If you reduce down it by 45%, that will maybe 900,000 grain meal, right? Now in the country produce. Now most of that is still there, no, because some of them don't go out, some of them lost, all of that. But you can estimate how much. But right now, as we speak, there's quite a lot of rice in the communities. Where people do not mill it, where then some they wait for selling a seed, so they eventually get for mill them. Good question for get local producers and products. We will think about that. I think we can begin to. It has for do. That really has to be done at the community level. Normally, when we get World Food Day, we can get people that will sponsor for CAM where they bring their product. We have some semblance of list. We can do that. PC and Sons, look, they're a private entity. But I know say they work very well with farmer them because they even give them support for letting work with farmer them. So I don't understand this MOU bit. Like I say, I need to visit. Where I go look into some of them things. Yeah. Can we subject ourselves to the assessments of the people? Yes. Let the people. I think the thing about governance is all about is for the people. Is sometimes when you're in these roles, in these seats, I talked the other day to some researchers, and I made a joke that as a women I be advisor, I advised the then minister Pasontine was say, now it don't make me life very difficult. I wish I did not advise so. Right? No, the point to say is there are a lot of people that go on for judge you, and it's in their right. It's governance, it's for the people, it's by the people. But a lot they will not be under government control now. We all responsibility. I think that's the frustration, and it's understandable. I understand the previous segment, the first segment, they talk people then still say the ground dried and all again. And as long as that's there, you will have people feel. But let's not confuse that for the real progress we would make. That make I want to emphasize we say Usa would then step the we don't take and Usa would don't reach. And I'm very particular about that because I want to be very specific on the team then why I say we don't make change on and Usa we day on them. It's not easy if you're a Sierra Leone. It's not easy if you're a Sierra Leone at this time, what's the happen at the global crisis. But we're making progress. It's for everybody to recognize some of that and push them. But we will certainly subject ourselves to assessment of the people. I think that's what governance is all about. I know I'm for saying something and the people, some people will come from different angles. But government sometimes make decisions where some people don't understand or not able to understand or see. But because it's in their right, it's their feeling. You can't take their feeling from them. You can take their situation from them, and so that's what they come to the table with. So it's our job to say this is what we are doing as government, this is what we have, and by the way, this is what governance is about, and that's only how much we can do, and it's left to them to judge.
Yeah, maybe I will read that question back. Been getting too clear. It say, how is the government managing the high debt to agricultural spending ratio to ensure sustainable funding for the feed saloon agenda?
High debt. I don't know what that means. If the question is about we're getting a lot of these monies we're getting in the agricultural sector are concessional loans. So we're part of the IMF program means we cannot get high debt. It's all under our debt management program. So it's half of it is usually grants, half of it is like a loan long term that we can manage because we are under the IMF program. And a lot of them are investments in infrastructure things,
Mhm.
infrastructure that will lead, investments that will provide yield for us in moving the program forward. So when you if you take debt, you pay school feeding, or you take debt, you do social spending. Is hard as it's worth because you're investing in the individual, but that's a long term. But in the economic sense, if you invest in a productive sector, we get for come back. In fact, when we have negotiations on these programs, so then project Ministry of Finance is often like, where is the stream of revenue going to come from, so that we can be sure that this project will pay, and that's always laid out clearly in all of these programs that what they take. So it's in investment. If we're building infrastructure, it's going to be there for building rice mills and clusters. We go for hire people, then we go for, if we're going to release varieties where they yield more, it's going to yield back and pay. So
Okay.
I'm not too worried about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, finally, Mr. Minister, earlier in the day you say you get huge responsibility, for feed this country and ensure say we, the president's vision and the agenda is achieved. What I hope, of us getting to that point, feeding ourselves, and we see the rest and they store them around.
So this week, since this war has really gotten me a bit down, it's gotten me a bit down because it's those factors that are also not under your control. And when you put in a lot, and then something can where you not get nothing, they really frustrate you. So first of all, my biggest hope that there's a semblance of, and I don't even know whether this is possible, and maybe what we have to think about now is, where can we land this? What state can we keep this in this global state of flux? That's what we know more. Ghana, I was reading the news, they are panicking because fertilizer doesn't go up. Ivory Coast, they are panicking, right? So, and food security for we on the continent, we Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, that are the first thing where it hit, wouldn't hear they happen,
Yeah.
right?
It's very vulnerable.
Very, very vulnerable to that. So, for me, it has put a damper a little bit because we do put a lot of effort in this. But I know say not to effort people they want to see. I'm very aware of that, but I know say you need to put the effort. Then the first principle. If you not put the effort, you're not gonna forget the result. So I make sure I do it, but I understand not to effort people want to see. They want to see that outcome there. And so when I see things that are not under our control, even as a government, as a country, it scares me a little bit. And so again, I say,
in what aspect this war get for affect with production?
If fertilizer go up, if fuel go up, that's it. It makes it harder. Then once all those things go up, so by the way, some of them don't know the way they say that they give you money. If they cut down, the irrigation what could happen? Stalls. Then they say, "But not done the irrigation for when I say they do." Or if the cost go up, the person, the contractor they do the irrigation will say, "But fuel long go up 200%." Now this be so we need to increase the money. Then they don't say money, no they stand still. Nothing will happen. There's so many iterations, right? And so for me today, like I say, we get a meeting with the president. We go try to put we own best possible way we will just advance this thing, yeah. But I want to bring and come back. I want to end on a somber note. I'm really glad the way the president be choose for Feed Salon for his second time as a flagship. It's precisely for the kind of moment here. And now we all man for really don't look to government. What you able do if you able do one for yourself, do one. Now your own backyard. Because if team really can't pack on that backyard rest where you get potato, cassava, now you get for rely on. And that's what president wanted. And that's this moment, what's in the happen, that's what it calls for. Government.
But we'll not get land na free
We will not get land na free
No,
fairness bag.
No, go one lady rest the na store. So we will buy. The other aspect.
Now the other aspect, this is not true.
Yeah.
We will push on that, but with the push on that, but if Freetown is a big city, but the country big, eh?
Yeah.
If we take care of half of all other, this other one, the other Freetown, we'll go do land. Okay. But Fenris bag, puts manure, dirty, grow, you go able to grow potato day.
Yeah.
That orange fresh sweet potato. Put 10, 15, like you fence. Put pepper, put okra, you go able, and you can eat that. You won't go hungry, right? So I want to end on that note.
Okay.
It's tricky times, but not precisely for the moment here make President B.O.B. and say, "Lord, feed we serve," and precisely then kind of moment here for Lord all rise. Lord no wait and see where the price begin go up, then the arrow then begin go up. He say, "Look at all things don't go up back, then say feed alone don't fail."
Which assurance you want to say, Leonians? There must the man we responsible for feed this country that will be able to feed ourselves.
Well, the assurance is anything where they under President B in control, where they under we control, will do it possible for feed this country.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Minister. Dr. Eni Musa Paka, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security. This has been an insightful and very informative conversation with you. We will keep track, with what you do. Like I say, make him follow. I can see where you share the monthly reports, and it's insightful. We can help you within the media as well for understand things the way they happen. Thank you for your time. We'll take a quick break. I'll come back and can close the Minister the left with. Thanks for being with us and always accepting our invitation.
Thank you very much, Lamrana. Always a pleasure for being here. From Bodha, I want to thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Cassava is a very important value chain for us in the feed silo strategy. It's a close second staple food for us next to rice. And in the strategy, our goal is to industrialize cassava. We want to move beyond just producing dairy. We want to produce starch. We want to substitute the flour that comes, the wheat flour, with cassava flour. To do that, we focus on our seed system. We're working with Slurry, with support from FSRP, to develop a good seed system. We've released new varieties, developing and multiplying varieties using the SH technologies. We believe young people can be a big part of this. We're giving them matching grants so that they can process cassava into the product and send them for technical training to learn how to process and use cassava. If we do all of this, we can make cassava a very big part of the economy in Israel. We can substitute the wheat flour coming in, and it can boost incomes for youth, young people, and women, and the country.
From the north to the south, to the east, to the west.
Well, Feed Salon, Feed Salon plan is still on, and the minister just don't talk to you about what government they do, what are the challenges, the opportunity, the progress we don't make. But it is about feed that we able to feed we save. Some of them initiative and plan here. For me, like the free quality school education program project, the free education project. I was saying some time ago that these are things we should legislate for make them law, because when government change, nobody really come and pull out. An initiative like that, for me, it should be something for focus pan, because until we're able to feed ourselves and be self-sufficient, agriculture able to provide jobs and a lot of things. But we go be better. We go be better, and hopefully things will get better. Government go able to provide the required support them for the farmers them. Na areas them where they need support, so that and we go able to bring the food back, the thing here and the produce in the provinces. We able to bring them kind of free town, major towns them, so people then go get access to them. Because countries, but if they accessible and the price is better, it's healthy. A lot of people will go for it. But thanks everyone for being with us. Thanks to my guests them today. Thanks to my colleagues them, the technical and production team, and thanks to all our listeners and viewers as well for being with us. We return tomorrow 6:30, for the final edition of the week of the Truth Morning Devotion. So I'll meet back tomorrow as always for God and country. Serve your conscience, be sincere with yourself, honest, try for do waiting right, avoid waiting wrong, be a law-abiding citizen. Be a law-abiding citizen. Show some love to Salon, not to it or Tina treat. Not to it or Tina treat, please. If you get dirty, keep them. You can go fence side and put them. Let me take care of ourselves. Show some love to Salon, But as always, remember, say, Now the true day always lasts. Within the last 10 days of the holy month of Ramadan, may Allah grant us the blessings of this month, and may Allah also, grant we the blessings of the Lenten season as we Christian brothers and sisters themselves they observe the month of fasting. Have a lovely day and continue to stay with Truth Media. My name is Amadou Lamganaba. Bye-bye.
Respect to all massive and cool. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. When me sing things like one, me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Jah be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now. This is them batter. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Cock and Bull. Me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make me settle. And then you jump inside, you don't dirty and more. Thief man, they all a thief now. This is them batter. Salon they go behind. Who that now we go believe? Police now wrong side life. Now we they live so. They all a thief. Who that now we go believe? It's now wrong side.
This is Truth Radio, 103.9 FM. We empower the nation.